From September 17th, 1972 to January 14th, 1973. The world witnessed an extraordinary achievement.
The Dolphins have completed the greatest season in NFL history, and applaud by a ton of people in center field.
Perfection. 119 days of undefeated football. 17 games. 17 wins.
Miami has won Super Bowl 7.
50 years later, we still toast to our remarkable feat. But that was then. The now is our focus. A new era of Miami Dolphins football, striving ahead towards greatness.
We're on top, down he goes. Oh, batted away, intercepted.
So while we honor the past, we look to the future with excitement and hope.
End zone, touchdown, and sacked for the touchdown.
Coming through with the Bills at home.
Buckle up, hold on to your hats, here comes Waddle.
Embrace the fact that they're a good football team and that there's one way to be put in the category of good football teams. You beat good football teams.
Caught for the touchdown!
You're trying to get better. You don't get better from basking in the glory. It's on to the next.
Get it, man. 1, 2, 3.
Take that feeling you have on Sunday
Good day for the Miami Dolphins.
and you put it to bed.
2, 3.
The best teams are the ones that continually progress throughout the whole season.
The offense, defense, special teams.
Let's do it.
All three phases being on the same page, that's where it's going to take you to your ultimate goal.
This is about the Miami Dolphins.
Waddle for the touchdown.
We're excited to get the opportunity to go out, put on display the camaraderie that our guys have shown together.
Yo, we go, baby. Loose ball to the end zone. Touchdown.
It was awesome to see the team come together.
Having fun, build culture here.
That's how you win games in this league. Takes all of us.
Go big, go home. Get your game face on. I need a seat on that throne. Go. Yeah, leave it all on the floor. If there's a knock on the door, don't leave us in. We the boys.
Over the middle, got his man, and look at him go! Jaylen Waddle for the touchdown. Loose ball inside the 5 to the end zone.
The Dolphins have pulled off the improbable.
Touchdown, Miami!
Go big, go home.
Touchdown!
Fantastic job. They came out smoking.
Tyreek Hill!
Tell you why I love number two. Nobody gave this dude a chance coming in, and everybody was still questioning this year.
Like, can he be the guy? Can he be the guy?
Belongs in the NFL. And what I love about Tua giving you the double turntable. He give you a little him, two of them. Him. And then he comes over here to us. Waddle. Double turntables. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and back-to-back games. Never done before in the history of that franchise. And that franchise had Dan Marino. And Dan Marino was one of the baddest dudes to ever throw a football. Tua, keep it spinning, baby, and break it right.
And the question was, Rob, about Tua and the confidence you have in him. And what I heard you say was that you believed in him from the first day you saw him and working with him.
Yeah.
And you said, quote, people should start pulling up a chair to the table and apologizing to him.
That's it. That's it, bro. Like, that's how it's easy, man. Like, that's all people gotta do, man. Just set their pride aside. You know, like, everybody isn't blessed to like come into like certain situations, man. You know, unfortunately, like Tua, like he came into a difficult situation. You know, obviously, 2 years down the road, he got J-Dub, which is Jaylen Waddle, you know, to help him out a little bit, man. But, you know, some guys don't come into great situations, you know, so I feel like, you know, once he got a coach who truly believed in who he is as a person, who he is as a player, like this organization got around him, like look at the talent now he got around him. So, man, like a lot of people can begin to grab their chairs. Like we got enough room at the table, man. So media people, I'm saying this to y'all. Y'all can apologize now.
Man, greatness on every single play and have each other back, man. That's what we got to do. Let's go. Let's go dominate. Do what we do. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins. Ain't nobody guard me. 3, 1, 2, 3.
Is anybody catching on to this Barry guy?
I hope you are. I hope some of you guys are catching on to this Barry guy. You know, it's funny, I catch a lot of crap from people because Mike McDaniels wasn't talking about me. Maybe he was. He was talking about Barry Jackson, but I had to grab that clip because it's everything that I wanted him to say. In any event, big game today. Big game. We're looking at Cleveland Browns. Got a lot of stuff. I consider this a trap game. We're going to have to watch out. First thing I always want to talk about in the games is who's playing and who's not playing. So let me get to the inactives real quick. Then we'll take a couple quick comments. Inactive here. We've got Myles Gaskin inactive. We've got Teddy Bridgewater inactive. Noah is inactive. I wonder who's going to be playing corner in his stead. Eric Ezukama still in the witness protection program. Tight end Hunter Long inactive. And surprisingly, even though he practiced this week, River Craycraft is inactive. That's a lot of inactives. That's a lot of people that are inactive right now. It's very, very, very surprising. So let's go ahead and take some comments. I want to see real quick if it's working for me. I did something different. And boom, there it is. I hope you guys like that new graphic. That's a new graphic we came up with. So Matt Elisar says, will we see the defense play like a playoff-bound team? I hope so. I mean, it's all about the defense this week. I mean, we know what the offense is good. We know what they're capable of. Defense really needs to step up. Let's see what else we have. Great clip, Barry. Thank you very much. Oh, that's working too. Michelle Lamar, thank you I love your picture. That's a big dog, big German Shepherd there. That's one of the reasons why I changed this graphic. I wanted to see the people. I wanted to see what you guys are all about. Fins up for sure. What do we got else here? Well, we see the Barry guy, Dolphins lighter. He's got a nice thing. Yeah, Barry guy, exactly. Wow, Jimmy 10 checking in from Nashville, Tennessee. Go Fins. Thank you very much. See, Brissett isn't Jackson or Fields. Chubb only has a total of 70 yards all season. Or Fields, Chubb only has a total of 70 yards all season. They got to make, in my estimation, I think you have to make Jacoby Brissett beat you. You have to. Where can I watch this game live? People always ask that. You got to check with YouTube TV, which is what I use, or potentially your cable system. We cannot show the game live. If we show the game live, the NFL will shut us down. YouTube will boot us off. You can't do it. Nobody can do it except unless they have an NFL license, which means they're probably paying about $5, $6, $10 million for it. So can't help you there. Human says Browns have no running up. Chubb only put up 70 yards all season. What? Chubb's got like almost 900 yards this season. Hey, Pablo, glad you're back. Great to see you. Do you agree with that? This game is our defensive toughest run game so far. Yeah, given the way our guys have been playing, yeah, I believe so. This is going to be, as I said, a potential trap game. With the bye coming up next week, this is one of those things, if these guys aren't ready to play, they could be in trouble, especially with Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney on the ends. Those guys scare me, absolutely scare me. Shaka, wait a minute, where was that? Shaka, brah, aloha from the 808. Shaka. Glad for my Hawaiians and Samoan family. Ohana that show up every Sunday. Let's see what we got here. Who do you think is the best player in the Browns? Chubb, I think, is their best player. And on defense, Myles Garrett. But Chubb seems to be their best player. Tony V, you are absolutely right. Hopefully our linebackers are up to the task. That's what it's going to take. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Christian Wilkins and Zach Sealer can do their stuff up front, but you're going to need support. And that's what I'm saying. Put all 7 guys up. Jacoby Brissett isn't going to beat us. Make those guys earn every single yard. That's what I want to see. I mean, it's basically, I don't know, they say it's 81, 82 degrees, but at the same time, they're going to be in the sun. So don't tell me coming from Cleveland and 45 and 50 degree weather, coming down to 90 plus in the sun isn't going to be a problem. We can't look past the Browns, especially the defensive front. Absolutely, completely agree with you. Dolphins Lighter says, aloha to you as well. Tua should win this for his brother. I don't know. What's the backstory on this? What's the backstory on that? The Browns have something to do with his brother? I'd love to know that. Yeah, I would like to see Tyndall play today as well. He's obviously active. He's not on the inactive sheet, so he's active. So let's see what happens. What these guys are going to do. Ricky Williams, wish it was the real Ricky Williams. Looks forward to greatest show on earth. Absolutely. Listening from Jamestown, Tennessee. You the man, Barry. Finn's getting that win today. Where's Jamestown? I'd love to know where that is. Know where Knoxville is. Have a friend that lives up there. It's a nice area. Like, you guys ever get to Gatlinburg? Beautiful area. So that's going to be enough for the comments right now. We're getting ready to do the kickoff. Let's see what happens. Let me see if I can't bring up the, the scoreboard thing that I've been working on here. Scoreboard, NFL, got to get this thing going, get it up here. Where's Miami? We're going to go right. Shoot, I clicked the wrong button. Please forgive me while I get this together. And here we go. All right. All right, we're getting ready to kick off. Let me see who is getting the ball. We're kicking off to the Browns, so we're going to have defense on the field first. In the white on white uniforms, complete white out. Got my white stuff on. You guys got your white stuff on. And it's a short kick today, and it's down to about the 1. Guy's just motoring. He's up to about the 30, 35. The kicker missed him all the way out to the 50-yard line. So an inauspicious beginning for the Miami Dolphins. Jason Sanders doesn't kick the ball away, allows them to return it. Guy turns on his jets, and he's all the way to the 50-yard line on a run back. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Jason, for that. Man, I think we need a kicker. Let me get the scoreboard up before you guys ask. There it is. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, the 1st and 10. They're about the 48 is where they're going to give them. Man in motion. Guy comes across. Jacoby Brissett under center. First play action pass. Play has all day to throw. Going deep on the first play. Wide open for a completion for about 42 yards down to Peoples-Jones. So we got burnt on the first play of the game. You guys asking about his defense going to show up? Well, we got no pass rush. Jacoby Brissett had all day to throw it. He throws a bomb. Guy's wide open down about the 15-yard line. Wide open. He completely burnt the secondary. Man. All right. So Dolphins doing great again. First and 10 on the 15-yard line. Jacoby Brissett's under center. He hands off to Nick Chubb. Oh, and he cuts through for about, he's still on his feet, for about 4 yards. They had it stopped at the line of scrimmage. It looked like an old rugby scrum. They had him pinned, but he got through there somehow. Wow. Thanks, Jason. Jason Sanders with a great kick there. I don't think he was instructed to do a short kick, but he did. Got them to the 50, and then, boom, the defensive secondary gets smoked. Okay, 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 from about the, I'd say, 14. They got 1 yard on there. Here's the snap. Jacoby Brissett is in the shotgun at this point. Here comes the snap. He's got it. He's looking to his left. Throws it right in the middle. That play goes for maybe 2 or 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 from about, I'd say, the 11-yard line. So maybe the defense can nut up here and get a stop. We'd love to see that. Let's see if they can get a stop here. On 3rd and 4, they're calling it. This is going to be a play where, I don't know, the Browns may try and test the line real quickly here with Nick Chubb and see if they can push 4 yards. Or you may try to throw something outside and see if you can get Amari Cooper involved in the game. Anyway, he's in the shotgun. I doubt it's a run, unless it's a draw. Here's the snap. Oh, we jumped. So this gives me the opportunity to go with my familiar saying that I am getting a banner put up behind me. And that banner should say, as you guys always know, I say it every single game with the Miami Dolphins, and every single time they disappoint. And that is, don't beat yourselves. Point blank. Don't beat yourselves. You had a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Let's see who jumped. Was it Jaylen Phillips? I can't see the number. It looks like it's Agba jumped. You're right on the line. Just look at the damn ball. Now it's 1st and goal from about the, 3, giving it, half the distance. I say it every week. People go, Barry, why do you keep saying it? Why'd you put it in your top 10 things? I just showed you to. Don't beat yourself. Short kick. You got burnt by defensive backs, got burned. Now you have an offsides on 3rd down. It's 1st and goal. Here comes Nick Chubb. I guarantee you this is a halfback. Nope. Oh, play action again. I was wrong. He's looking left, looking all over the place. And, we almost had a pick. Oh, you know it's coming, right? Another flag. Another flag. Hopefully this is offensive pass interference. Let's see what they say. Looks like there's some holding and pushing off on both guys. Who are they going to call it on? We don't get any easy calls. It's another Cleveland Browns 1st down, another penalty. Do I need to repeat it? Don't beat yourselves. People had asked me 2 weeks ago, Barry, why do you keep saying it? Because they keep friggin' doing it. They keep friggin' doing it. This is not what championship teams do. This undisciplined, this unpracticed BS where you just let guys come down the field on you. Now it's 1st and goal from about the 2.5. This is Nick Chubb territory. Oh, and they go play action again. He's trying to throw it. He's got a guy wide open. Nobody covered him. Touchdown for the Browns. Just like that, they're up 6 points. About to be 7. Pathetic. It keeps happening. At some point, the coach is responsible for this. Your guys are playing like shit every single game. They look like they don't know what they're doing. I have to say it's because of practice. I have to say that your practice is not putting enough focus on the fundamentals. The Browns went the whole length of the field with the team we thought was going to run against us, and Nick Chubb didn't get it. No, he got 1 carry. Nick Chubb got 1 carry for, I think, 2 yards. But nonetheless, they're up 7-0. This is BS, and it just keeps happening. Let me know what you guys think. Let's go to some comments here. From Dolphin 714. Yeah, our defense. You left the word out. Defense stinks. Absolutely. Charlie 3. Coaching. At some point, we have to say it is the coaching. This can't happen week after week after week, especially against subpar teams that are worse than us. Defense is still a joke. What the F happened to the D this year? I don't know. I don't know if it's their style in practice. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Boyer's just got these guys out of place, but it's not performance in terms of athleticism. These guys are just getting beat. I mean, when you can throw a 40-yard bomb and there's nobody near you, when you're having penalty after penalty, this is pathetic. You're absolutely right, Manny. This is absolutely painful to watch when they get on defense. So just to recap that drive summary, we had a short kick by Jason Sanders. Guy runs it up to the 50-yard line. Next play, boom, bomb. Defensive backs get toasted. Then a couple penalties, and they're in the end zone. You made the Browns look like a playoff team. Unbelievable. And that team is 3-5. A 3-5 team just did that to you, and they hardly used their best player. Tony V says, oh, Boyer. Yeah, that's what we got to say. It's not only coaching Miami Mac. It's not only coaching flags and not keeping up is because of lack of discipline. I said it in my video. And some idiot said to me, oh, no, let me take that back. Some guy says to me, Barry, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do. If you're not practicing throughout the entire week and you just show up on Sunday, think you can play in the NFL, now you're making a huge mistake. Oh, the spammers are here. Wow. I even put a fail-safe in place, and some of them are here. We can't keep coming from behind. It's going to bite us in the ass. Yep, you're absolutely true. You absolutely are absolutely right with that. Kendall Wallace says, what just happened? Could somebody please play defense? Please, please, please. Yeah. At this point, we know it's going to happen. Like I said, I'm getting a banner put back there. And that banner back there is don't beat yourselves. That should be they're showing that the Cleveland sidelines 105 degrees. I don't care. Yeah, Bernard, you're absolutely right. McDaniel needs to put his foot down and down hard and probably get rid of somebody. We all know who that somebody might be. So, all right, here we go. Kickoff is short on Narin as well. But our guy who ran it back, that looks like Mostert, got stopped at the 11-yard line. So that's a big difference. We gave up 50. They gave up 11 yards on a kick. So we're going to be starting from our own 11-yard line. Love that field position. Dolphin says another heart attack game. Yeah, really. It just doesn't stop. So let's see what happens here on offense. Brother Barry, they need a motivational speaker. Yeah, they need a motivational speaker. They need someone to put a foot up their butts. Here we go. First down. Tua is calling, let's see what he's under center on this play. And he does play action. He's looking deep. He finds, looks like Raheem Mostert for about 4 or 5 yards. Nothing huge there. Let me find out where's my spam thing here, so I can get rid of some of these guys in here that are making craziness. Yeah, you're gonna get Hide user. You're gone. All right. So 2nd and 6, that went for 4 yards. Nothing big there. Tested him everything. To his shotgun inside handoff. Raheem Mostert goes for about, I'd say, 10 yards. And we're going to...
That's another Miami Dolphins.
It wasn't even so much that he went for 10 yards on that play. It was wide open. They gashed. They completely gashed. This is one of the things I thought. If Myles Garrett and Jadeveon out there, if they come flying around this way, you're going to have some up the middle, up the gut type runs that we can take on them. Let me see. Are these guys back in other ones? They come. All right. 1st and 10. Tyreek's in motion. A pitch to the right side to Raheem Mostert. He breaks through for about 2 or 3 yards. I like the design of that play. Didn't seem to go anywhere, but I like the design. Hey, ATS, thanks for the $1.99. See if I can find your thing here. These things go so fast. There's like thousands of things. Yes, and Tom Steckel, you are absolutely right with Tua having to play uphill. It sucks. Absolutely sucks when we have to do that kind of stuff. All right, 2nd and 8. That play only got 2 yards. He's in the shotgun. Tua, I'm talking about Raheem Mostert, so he's an empty backfield. He throws out to the left to Raheem Mostert. He goes for about, I'd say, 5 or 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. Nice quick outlet pass. Nice quick outlet pass. He just got it out there. All right, let's see what happens next. Is this Mostert day? Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like they're testing and they want to see what's going on. So it's 3rd and 4. You got to look for Tyreek or possibly Gesicki here. Let's see what he dials up. Come on, Mike. What you got on 3rd and 4? Let's see what the play clock's at 12, so it's not bad in terms you got the play in on this one. Here we go. He's in a shotgun. Gets a snap. Quick throw. And that is to Tyreek, but I don't think he got it. I think he's going to be short by about that much. When he took it, it was an out route, quick out route, but he didn't go deep enough. So it's going to be 4th down and probably, I'd say, let's see, how far? Probably a yard, a little less than a yard. Will he go for it? He's going for it on his own 36-yard line. To his under center. Okay, good play. Good play. Raheem Mostert. No, that's Jeffrey Wilson with a power run off the right side for 2 or 3.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Well, Jeff Wilson is really showing his mettle as a power back. I like it. I like it a lot. And he gets that 1st down. Keep the ball moving. Keep that defense sitting on the field. Wear out the Cleveland Browns defense. Mike McDaniel's got his hands down, so he's already got the play in. 11 seconds. Tua's in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Plenty of time looking over the middle, and it's complete. Looks like that is Sherfield.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
And the guy that was covering Sherfield had great coverage over the middle. This play goes for about 20, 25 yards. And I mean, he may have had a window of this wide. You guys probably can't see me, some of you, but probably a 6-inch window. He got it in there. Tyreek is correct. He is one of the most accurate quarterbacks I've ever seen. So we got 1st and 10. Ball is moving. Let's see what we do here. He's just, what's been good so far is maybe because of the run and the short passes, there's been no pressure. He's under center, handed off to, this may go for a touchdown, Raheem Mostert. No, that's Jeffrey Wilson. He's down for about 20 yards.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
How did San Francisco let this kid go? I have no idea, but Teron Armstead just completely obliterates the guy he was blocking. Nice walled movement here, and next thing you know, Jeffrey Wilson's in, got a good block by is that Jaylen Waddle, and he goes for an easy 15 to 20 yards. Man, hard run. How did I guess when you got Christian McCaffrey, maybe that's how he's expendable. All right, inside handoff again to Jeffrey Wilson. This time he's another 1st down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
I said this to people. Establish the run. If they can establish the run against Cleveland, the play action stuff is going to be wide open. Because now these guys, just what we've been seeing here, they've just been getting gashed. We're not talking little runs. They're going to start inching up. This is what they needed to do. It was one of my top 10 things. All right, Tua is now in the shotgun. Let's see, Alex Ingold moving to one side. 1st and 10 from about I'd say 13. Quick pass. He pulled it down. Threw it to Alex Ingold for touchdown. I think he got in. Did he get in? Yes, he did.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
Would it be nice if we had a defense? I mean, they just went right down the field, 89-yard drive, maybe a 90-yard drive. They're crediting it as 84 officially, right down the field. I mean, first down after first down after first down. And the only problem I see is we have to give them the ball. I mean, the defense is just, I mean, this was so good. At that point, I think it was Myles Garrett got in on Tua. When he got in on Tua, Tua pump faked him, got him up in the air. He pulled the ball back down and hit Alec Ingold for a touchdown. Gotta love that. What do you guys think? Okay. John Spear. Haven't heard you in a while. You know, it sucks, Barry. I'm up here in Leesburg, and Jacksonville has the airtime up here. I have to watch the Jacksonville Jags and Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That would suck. I'll have to agree with you here. Wilson is an absolute beast. He's running hard, and I think the tandem of him and what's his name, Raheem Mostert, is going to be really, really strong. Hey, Stan, no problem. I enjoy this a lot. We have fun here. Wait till we start talking about recipes and craziness. That's when it gets really nuts here. I'm seeing a lot more new names I don't recognize. There are only a couple new names. They did just sign a new guy off of, what do you call it? Waivers, Ron McKinley. So maybe he's playing today. I'm not sure. I know the D is rough, but not many can stay 60 minutes with our offense. That's absolutely true. Absolutely. I am watching a TV broadcast. I am watching on YouTube TV, so I may be a little bit behind, but hey, it's all I got right now. So, sorry. Trying my best. 911 dispatch sniper on the list. Be on the lookout for young Samoan, hails from Hawaii, now resides in Miami. Be advised, he has an arm and he's dangerous. He is absolutely dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. This is a good point. Maybe we need to start taking the ball at the coin toss. Not sure the defense has stopped the first drive from scoring all season. I'd love to look that up and find that out. That's really interesting. Okay, opening drive, running, clicking, old-fashioned smash-mouth football. Finn's defense really needs to step it up. Special teams as well. Yeah, let's see what happens on this kickoff. Aloha, and good afternoon to you as well. Hey, Kennedy, having some fun just on a Sunday, and I appreciate you for being here as well. Yes, Verone McKinley is a safety. They hired him. Let's see what's going on. It will be a shootout game, but I expect a few Brissett to throw up a few interceptions. I think so too. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the defense to begin making turnovers instead of giving up long passes. It's just it's time for them to get some picks or something. Not just the first game, but they're getting ready to kick it off again. Oh, there's my boy Grandizer. What's up, man? Glad to have you back in here. So here we go. Here's a kickoff. This time, of course, it does go out of the end zone. So they're gonna start with 6:13 left in the first quarter. They're gonna be on the 25-yard line. So let's see what the defense can do on this series. They didn't show shit the first series, but Justin, I gotta tell you, I got a video coming out next week with talking about Tua for MVP. Don't want to jinx ourselves. Let's get the game done first here, but so far so good. All right, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Jacoby Brissett is under center. Let's see if he starts using Nick Chubb. Hand off to Nick Chubb. He goes for, he got smushed. Who did that? That's Landon Roberts. Man, he just dropped him. Just dropped him with a hit. Boom. That's the kind of, that is tackling. If you guys saw that, that's what you do. You wrap up, you put your shoulder in his chest and drop him. Man, that was a hit. Love that. Love that. That's old-time football right there. 2nd and 9. Doesn't look like Nick Chubb is in the game right now, but let's see. He might be slide off to the right here. Jacoby's in a shotgun, looking to pass. We get no pressure. He throws it over the middle, and the guy gets about 7 or 8 yards, so it's going to be about 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Let's see what happens here. No pass rush. Defense is getting no pressure on Jacoby Brissett. I just don't understand this. All right, and he does a quarterback sneak for first down. Just a quick snap, quarterback sneak. All right, so they get a first down. They're moving the ball. Now they're on about the 36-yard line. Don't forget, after this game is over, I have a recap schedule for 4:15. This broadcast will end, and then you have to click on to the 4:15 broadcast because I couldn't tell what time this would end. So I just had to schedule something at 4:15. 4:15, we have the recap. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 from about the 40. I think it's 40. Yeah, about the 36. Jacoby Brissett is in the shotgun. Here comes the snap. He's back to pass. No pressure. Easy completion for about, I'd say, 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. We're getting no pressure. I'm not sure why Boyer is not dialing up pressure. Don't understand it. We're rushing 4, not getting anywhere near Jacoby Brissett. It's going to be tough to win if you just let an NFL quarterback stand back there. 2nd and 4, especially with our secondary. Bradley Chubb, nothing. Jaylen Phillips, nothing. All right, 2nd and 4, play action pass. They blitz this time, and they're going to get to him. From behind, Bradley Chubb takes him down. See? See the difference? You run the blitz, which means you have more guys coming than they have blocking. And when you have more than, let's see, who brought the blitz? Who was that? Because it's a straight 4-man, but everyone's looking at the 4. The guy that came in was there he goes. Yeah, that was Landon Roberts again, which caused them to use a lineman to block him, which put Chubb one-on-one, and he beat that sorry-ass tackle they have. I mean, if they can get Chubb one-on-one without this guy chipping him, it's going to be fine. 3rd and 12. Brissett is in the shotgun. Okay, he's got the snap. Pressure again. Good pressure. He steps up to avoid it, and he throws a pass for about 20 yards to number 11. So, good pressure. Got it. Made him throw the ball. Unfortunately, our defensive secondary is a sieve. Man. But he got the pass off. Good pressure. They were this close to getting him. I mean, literally, they had their hands on him. He's a big guy. He steps up and drills it. And, our 2 D-backs hit each other. Looked like Xavier Howard hurt himself because he got stuck by the other cornerback. Hope he's okay. 1st and 10, moving right down the field. Brissett is changing the play at the line of scrimmage, around about the 45-yard line. He hands it off to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb takes it to the side, just basically tosses Xavier Howard out of bounds, and he runs for about 5 or 6 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4. Not sure officially. They're calling it 2nd and 5 on the screen. Tom Stockley, you may be right. Tom says that Jacoby Brissett is better than Bridgewater. Yeah, he looks it. Plus, he knew the offense. I'm not sure why they just didn't keep him. All right, 2nd and 5. They're moving the ball once again on our defense. Around a 40-yard line, 2nd and 5. Brissett's in a shotgun, so this is going to be a pass play. It's an inside handoff to Nick Chubb. He goes for about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Nice inside handoff on that play. I love you guys, man. You don't give me any kind of respite about the scoreboard. It's there. It's there. I got this from Haster Absi. Yeah, scoreboard. All right, 3rd and 1. Play action pass. Good pressure. He's going deep. That's way overthrown, so it's going to be 4th and 1. Now, this is going to be interesting. Do they take a chance, a 3-5 team take a chance on a 4th and 1, or they kick the field goal? I'm going to guess they're going to go for it. You got nothing to lose. Deshaun Tug Me Watson isn't playing. Your season's over. You're 3-5. You want to take down the Dolphins. You're going to go for this on 4th and 1. And that's exactly what they're doing. All right, here we go. 4th and 1. Power formation. You got Nick Chubb in the backfield. We're trying to blitz. We got called on a penalty. Automatic first down. Unbelievable. Unless they're going to say he got drawn off, but I'm pretty sure he went into the neutral zone. What are they going to call here? And the call is... Oh, they call this on the offense. That's interesting. That's really interesting. He didn't get the timeout called in time, so wow. So they're going to go to a little short commercial break here. No, it's not a first down. It's going to be, they didn't get the playoff, Pablo, so it's going to be 4th and about, 6 or 7, unless they give him the timeout. I'm not sure. They were in a commercial. That was just a weird thing that they just ran. Let me see what the down and distance is on this. That was just really weird. Maybe they did get the timeout. I don't know. That they got a Walmart commercial on a split screen. I can't see what we got here. Delay a game, possibly. All right, let's see what the down and distance is. But he's still going for it, so they may have given him a timeout. Yet still looks like it's a 1 yard. 4th and 1. He didn't. Oh, he got it on second effort. So Jacoby Brissett just did a quarterback sneak, and he got it on second effort. It was stopped. Man, this is crazy. Tony V talking about Deshaun Watson. I can't believe they wanted somebody like that down here on South Beach. Unbelievable. Wow. Grandizer, I'm going to have to buy you a beer. Get down here to Florida so I can get you a beer. I can't maybe find someone to take you out to dinner or something. Get down here, brother. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from about the 35-yard line. He's under center. Nick Chubb behind him. Play action again. And he tosses a blooper of a pass out into the flats that makes you wonder or makes you understand why he's not in Miami. That was just awful. An awful pass. All right, so it's 2nd and 10. Man, this quarter went by quick. There's only 20-something seconds left in this quarter. 2nd and 10. So these guys they must not have daughters. Here we go, 2nd and 10. I got to save that comment. That's funny. Here we go. It snaps. Hand off to Chubb. Chubb cuts through for about 4 or 5 yards. Wait a minute. Do we have a fumble here? We got a fumble. We have a fumble. I don't know if it'll hold after the review. Wait a second. Did the defense actually make a stop and get a turnover, start winning a turnover battle? Let's see. We're going to have to look deeply. Oh, that ball's gone. That ball is out. That ball was out before he hit the hole. That's going to be Miami ball. Whew. Gotta love that. Yes, we have a turnover. We're winning the turnover battle. Brian Wright, let's go, boys. Absolutely, let's get out there. Was it he? I think it was Sealer that knocked it out. It was way out. It was out way. As soon as he hit the hole, it was out. Fumble! Give Boyer a raise. Yeah, give Boyer. He planned that. That was all part of his plan to get these guys real comfortable and then force a fumble. Fins up, fans. fan, we're playing complimentary football. So far. Yeah, let's see what happens. I got to see if I can find that comment. Did it go it's already on to the second page. Wait a second. It was so funny. But anyway, when I had said, why did they want Deshaun Watson in Cleveland? And somebody said, yeah, they must not have daughters or wives or girlfriends. I mean, I can't imagine them selling tickets to, maybe people don't care. I don't know. You're right. The defense did show up and play the entire game against the Bills. They played the entire game. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll start seeing something here. Let's go ahead and get a drive, close out the quarter. We need to drive down, score TD on this turnover. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, in that first drive, they didn't show any chance of stopping us. We had a 4th and 1 that we had to convert, but when he ran the ball, man, it was something. Gary Gordon. Let's do something with this turnover and make a statement. Absolutely right. Let's see. Oh, spammers. Let me get rid of the spammers again. They keep coming in here. Stan asks, where in Florida are you? I'm in beautiful, sunny Boca Raton, Florida right now. This week I'll be traveling. I got to go up to Baltimore on business for the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So it's going to be a little tricky doing videos from a hotel. I might not have all my gadgets ready to go. So, but I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Never did an on-the-road video before. All right, 1st and 10. Let's see here. The Danielle Graves Show says, I'm hoping that this is the beginning of the Dolphins blowing teams out. I'm sick of seeing them play down to the wire. You and me both. All right, 1st and 10 from the 29. Handoff goes to Jeff Wilson. Guy shows some great balance and gets out for about six, maybe 7 yards. And he was just about ready to break it. I mean, just about ready to break it. It's the end of the first quarter, and I'm going to try and get rid of some of these spammers in here. They just keep coming in over and over. I figured out a way to find them. So I'm going to do that right now. I got to refresh. Man, my stream looks like sometimes it has problems with it. It's blinking. So if you guys can hear me, let me know, because it shows that my stream is blinking and I'm not sure why. I don't have too many things open. Testing 1, 2, 3. Do you guys hear me? My stream shows weak. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull in a comment. Wilson the Bulldozer. All right, it's back. So I don't know what's... We're working hard here too on reporting my finger getting cramps. I think that's why my stream kind of blinked a little bit. I'm sitting here clicking his buttons and killing these scammers. Thanks, Bill. Hard to tell sometimes whether it goes in or out, but let's see. This is exactly what I said. Once you make Jacoby Brissett one-dimensional, make him throw. Make him throw the ball. Take Nick Chubb out the game. Make him throw. And we win. That's one of the things. Time for Waddle deep. I'll take either one of them deep right now. Either one of them would be good. Thanks, Doug. I was just checking. That was very good. Thank you. Very good. Very good. People are saying good. All right, great. Audio's good. Everything's going. Yes, we can hear you. Sounds fine. Sometimes I get notifications. It blinks. The stream isn't going out strong, so I just need to show it. Let's see here. Barry. We should schedule a fan meet in Boca area during the playoffs. Yeah, Tom, where are you? I'd love to. A lot of good places. There's a place downtown here called the Yard House. It's a big, giant sports bar. And this time of year, it's just beautiful outside. They've got a huge patio. Would love to do it. And I'm paying. Yep. If we have a meetup and people want to come down to Boca and hang out, I'm paying. I'll take the tab. So let's plan that. Let's see what we got here. Keep running the ball until they can stop you. Absolutely. We should do that. No, don't start the pot pie stuff again. Please, not the pot pie. Let's talk about something else, all right? Grizzly Gizmo, you down here? Yard House is great. Their barbecue burger is awesome. They got a lot of good food. All right, we're back. And the Dolphins have the ball on the, looks like a 34-yard line. 2nd and 4. Tua's in the shotgun. He waves Sherfield over. Sherfield reverses, comes back. High snap. He throws it on the money, but Jaylen Waddle dropped the ball. All right. There was a lot going on in that play. And I continue to believe that high snaps rattle Tua. High snaps because you've got to reach up, you got to make sure you got your hands on the ball. Then when you throw it, and that play looked bad from the beginning because of the high snap. Not an excuse. Maybe should have still delivered it, but when you see those things happen, you have to wonder. So it's 3rd and 4. McDaniel looks pissed off too, so not just me. 3rd and 4. Let's get a conversion here. All right, Tyreek in motion. I think it looks like Teron Armstead moved, but wide open in the middle. Ooh, Jaylen Waddle for a first down, and he almost broke it.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
I mean, shoe top tackle, or he was taking that in for 6. Wide open, nice throw, nice route he ran. So it's 1st and 10 from about the 36. Inside handoff fake, throws the ball. At that time, if you guys didn't see it, Tua threw the ball away without it looking like he threw it away because it didn't count. Why didn't it count? Yep, a penalty. Another Dolphins penalty. One day, John's watching the Minnesota and says Josh Allen is just running all over those guys. You knew he would. All right, so yeah, we got another penalty to deal with here. So it takes you out of your schedule. You're at 1st and 15. All right, let's see here. Tua's in a shotgun. Here's a snap. Quick handoff to, I believe that's Mostert this time. He's going for some good yardage. He's gone. Wow. He carried guys for about 5 or 6 yards. So from a 1st and 15 down to a 2nd and 1. The running game is working. Keep going with it, Mike. Keep going with it. I mean, let me get rid of this and get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, he's got to keep going. Mostert and Wilson right now are getting chunks, absolute chunks on the Browns. So it's 2nd and 1 after a 14-yard run. 2nd one, easily convertible. Just keep doing what you're doing. Let these guys run. Success is there. Then the play action will come. All right. Sherfield in motion, goes back. Inside handoff. He busted up for about 2 yards, but he got
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Should have been more, but he got the first down. At that point, the motion didn't look real. You know, things look crisp. That just didn't look crisp. Myles Garrett is out of the game. He's on the sidelines. He's jogging. He's sucking air. Guy's in great shape, physical specimen, and he had to get off the field. All right, 1st and 10. Ball's on the 25. Inside. It's a throwback. Cedric Wilson is running around back there. Throw it. He's getting loose. Dumb play. Looked like they were trying to throw it back to Tua. It wasn't there. At that point, same thing we said to Tua. I can't believe they planned on throwing this back to Tua. But just throw it away at that point, dude. Stop trying to make something happen. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12, 2nd and 2nd and 16. So you're off down in distance again. Nice try by Mike McDaniel, but you got to tell guys like that, throw it away. Don't risk it. If it's not there, lose it. All right, here we go again. All right, 2nd and 16. Tua is in the shotgun. We haven't called Tyreek's name yet. He's got plenty of time to throw. Nope, incompletion. 3rd and 16. That play didn't look good either. Tua almost stepped into a sack, but he was smart enough to get rid of it. All right, 3rd and 16. Tua did what everyone's been saying. If it's not there, get rid of it. And he skipped it, bounced past it to Raheem Mostert or Jeff Wilson, one of them. Why did he just run those 2 plays? You're exactly right. All right, 3rd and 16. Go back to what you do best. Let's see. Let's get a nice one. I haven't heard Tyreek's name yet. Here he goes. Throws the ball to, oh, wow, he's going to get, who is that? Jeffrey Wilson is being a workhorse right now. He gets about 9. Now it's going to have to bring Jason Sanders on for the kick. It's 4th and 6. Kick the ball. Take the points. Take the points. Come on, Sanders. I don't know what else to say. He did a lot of different plays on that series. Not sure why. Maybe setting something up, seeing how they react, coming back to something later. All right, Sanders. Let's see. Here he goes. It's only 39 yards. Do what you're paid for. The kick is up. And it's good. All right. We'll take the points. We'll take the points. Absolutely. All points count at this team. Yes, all points count. Dino, I got to believe what you just said. Stop with the trick plays. You're beating them on just straight up hitting them up the gut with Wilson and Mostert. Don't need the trick plays. Yeah, I understand it. What happened to Sanders? Now I dread when it comes over. Where's that? Yeah, John says here, I hate McDaniel and his trick plays. I just have to think sometimes he's testing things to see what they look like on the field, how the team, the defense reacts. He saw that Myles Garrett wasn't on the field. Might have been a good time to try something. Am I making excuses? Yeah, absolutely, I'm making excuses. And I like 10-7. Let's go. Yeah, I'm good with that. Another Pablo says the same thing. No trick plays. I can't say you're wrong, because if you're running the ball that well, why not just run it down their throat? Tua passed 300. So anyone got the stats on Tua right now? I can't pull them up on screen here, but there's been nothing. That one pass to Jaylen Waddle was deep. They must be doubling Tyreek on every play. I'm going to have to pull the footage at the end of the game, but I don't think Tyreek has one, maybe. I don't think he has a catch yet. Yeah. Vika Moa says, I can't understand geniuses. Sometimes they don't understand themselves. That's the problem. That's really the problem. You're right, John. Why didn't he just keep running? I don't know. I don't know. Dante Graves says, is comfortably taking risks with tricky plays on lower level teams, but it's risky and gives me anxiety. Yeah, I want him to put this team away. There's 11 minutes left in the second. It'd be nice to be ahead 30-7 at the half. That way you can rest some of these guys that get another, they've got a bye coming up. You're going to have 10, 12 days. Do something. Mark Craven picking up from where we were last week. Chicken cordon bleu casserole. That sounds friggin' awesome. Awesome. Chicken cordon bleu casserole. Yeah, Tony, you're right. He's learning and growing. Sometimes you just got to take the good with the bad. Absolutely. Absolutely. That was definitely one of the bad. But, we'll see what it says. All right, so we got stats on Tua. He's 7 for 8. 81 yards and a TD in a little over a quarter and a half. I'll take that. All right, here's the kick. Jason Sanders. This one goes out of the end zone again. So I don't know what happened that first kick. That was stupid, but now Nick Chubb is on the sidelines. So I'm not sure why he's not in there right now. So anyway, 1st and 10. They're showing something with Nick Chubb and his cuz, Bradley Chubb. That's a big football family, the Chubbs. And talking about their foundation, I'm not going to go into the rest of the information about their foundation. It ticks people off. But all right, 1st and 10 from the 25. Handoff to the right side, goes for about maybe 1 or 2 yards, maybe 2. I think it's going to be 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. That was Kareem Hunt, I believe. On our side, Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips were resting on the sideline. Nick Chubbs is still on the sideline. I don't know why. If you guys can hear, but he's not in the game. Maybe the heat is getting to these guys. Sorry. All right, 2nd and 9. He got 1 yard. Kareem Hunt got 1 yard on that play. Jacoby Brissett is in the shotgun. He's got the ball. He's got some time to throw. Throwing a crossing pattern right over the middle for a first down. You know, unless we see something different on these Sundays, these guys are not. Xavier Howard is just not showing that he's capable of shutting people down. And it's kind of, you know, Amari Cooper, he's good. He's a good receiver. Has always been a good receiver. But you're not going to win the playoffs with this kind of defense. It's just not going to happen. I think we have to accept that these guys may go, 12-5 and get beat in the playoffs. All right, play action pass. Jacoby Brissett running for his life, heads out of bounds after about maybe a 2 or 3 yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Polo says X is only living off a past reputation. Teams are starting to tell that he is soft. Yeah, it seems like that, man. They're just showing him no respect whatsoever, none. Grizzly, Miami Heat is tough, but come on, man, you're from Georgia. You'd think you'd have used to the Heat. All right, here we go. 2nd and 7. Brissett's under center. Kareem Hunt is in the backfield. Play action. He's got all kinds of time. Man wide open in a flat. Dolphins finally tackle. They brought him down. I think maybe he got 2-3 yards. ABG just wrestled him down and threw him down to the ground. I love that kid, man. I really, really like ABG. Kid's a hustler. He's not as talented as some of the linebackers in the league, but he makes up so much with his hustle. Good hustle. All right, 3rd and 5. Come on, Jaylen Phillips. Come on, Bradley Chubb. They're not showing any resemblance of being able to run the ball, so you got to bring the heat here. Looks like they're bringing the heat. Let's see what happens. Amari Cooper goes in motion. Here we go. We're bringing in like 5 or 6 guys, and he gets the ball off to Amari Cooper for a first down. They pressured him. They got to him. He threw the ball. X got burned again. He got turned around burnt. They paid this guy a lot of money to show up and do this kind of crap. I mean, Amari Cooper just threw a move on him and just, wow, that was pretty bad. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Miami Mac. That he is picking. They're making Jacoby look like a superstar. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. 7:40 left. Hand off to Kareem. That going nowhere. It's maybe 1 or 2 yards. Defensive line up front stuffed it. So the defensive line and the linebackers seem to be playing up to speed. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Our defensive back, I mean, I don't get it. They can't cover one-on-one. They just can't do it, and they seem to be out of place during zone coverage. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. So defensive line, you held him. Let's go. 2nd and 9. Jacoby Brissett is under center. Kareem Hunt is back there, so it's not Nick Chubb. The handoff goes to Kareem Hunt, who busts through for about 6 or 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2, maybe 3rd and 1. That was a good run. So Nick Chubb is not playing right now. I'm listening to see if they say anything why he's not there, but I don't know. Dark Dino, you are absolutely right. CB1 is not supposed to be thrown on that much, and he's wide open most of the time. All right, 3rd and 1. Looks like they're about at the 40-yard line. Jacoby is in a shotgun. Here's the snap, inside handoff, and the defense just crushes it. Who was that? Baker. Jerome Baker just came up there and boom. I love the way the linebackers are playing. We've called Roberts. We've called Baker. We've called AVG, and they're sticking. I mean, they are laying just some wood on these guys. That was an awesome stick, which with these type of running backs, yeah, forget the arm tackle. Bring the pain, and they dropped them. So it's 4th and 3. Again, if I'm Cleveland, I got to go for it, and they are. So 4th and 3, they've got Jacoby Brissett lined up in the shotgun. This is obviously a passing situation. Here he comes. He's got time. As long as we don't get the flag, we're okay. I don't see a flag yet. Wow. We got lucky. He tried a quick slant, and Kohu made the play. But I think if you look at it on the replay, he may have got there a little bit early. We may have just got lucky. I'll take it, though. Is that me being a hypocrite, or me just wanting this team to start doing some stuff? Cater seems to be playing better than X. You're absolutely right. Brian Wright, no, there's no flag on the field, but it'll be different when we show the replay when they do it. Pressure Miami. Yep. Set it in my top 10. Pressure Jacoby, make him beat you. Pressure came. He couldn't make the throw. All right. Flip those chains. Shaggy, nice to see you here. Absolutely. What did Mark say? Because the people are laughing at him. Kohu, yes, absolutely. Kohu for sure on that play. That's what Mark said. Defense, amen. And they did a quick snap on that, trying to catch the Dolphins off, not being alert. But Kohu made the play, and they got good pressure. Good pressure. And we got another recipe being tossed up here. Tater tot casserole. So I eat meat. So I understand. I used to like tater tots, but trying to keep this figure, trying to keep this svelte figure, because when I do the waddle and stuff like that, I need to keep this figure svelte, so I can't eat a lot of potatoes, but I eat meat. So what's in a tater tot casserole that's not like carbolicious? You got some meat? Maybe you can use some mashed cauliflower instead of the tater tots. I don't know. You tell me. Cater, Justin. Tua doesn't have a lot of passing yards. Not yet. It's still, 5.5 left in the second. He's got 81 yards because they're obviously nothing deep. Haven't been really pushing it, so we'll see what happens. Vika Boca. Yes. Do I play Madden? No, I don't have Madden. I used to, but I switched to NCAA 14, and believe it or not, we're in 2022, and I still play NCAA 14. I just love that game. I hope they revisit it and bring it back. I mean, I would love to keep playing that. Yeah, absolutely, John Spear. We don't need a lot of passing yards if the running game is working. That and stop doing trick plays. All right, let's see what happens here. 1st and 10. It's a great field position. We're on the 42-yard line. They're in the I position, except that Al Ingold moved out. Tua is under center. Here comes Sherfield, and that's Waddle. Play action, and he's throwing deep, and wide open is Tyreek. He underthrew that one, but we got a flag, so they're probably going to call holding on our offensive tackle. Let's see. I thought I saw holding on it. If not, it's a great play. What are they going to call? They're still running to the center of the field. Come on. What do we got? And it's interference, illegal contact on the defense. We're going to decline that and take a first down. Okay, Tony, I got to tell you something. When I say meat, my wife has me on a strict diet of fowl, chicken, turkey, and then, of course, here in South Florida, we consider our meat fish. Love fish, salmon, Chilean sea bass. Love fish. All right, hold on. 1st and 10 from the 39. Tua, high snap, hands it off. Jeff Wilson, even though there was nothing there, his legs kept churning, and he got, 2, maybe 3 yards on that play. Boyer for president. Yeah, he's doing a great job, Boyer. Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. So, obviously, yes, I did. Stephen Trotter, you're saying they're bringing back NCAA in 2023. Yes. I will play that until 2030. That's like my favorite game ever. So we got one deep pass to Tyreek. We got a couple to Waddle. It looks like they're running the ball. Inside handoff again. This time Jeff Wilson busted for about 15. And
that's another Miami Dolphins
I like this. Somebody had mentioned that, Tua doesn't have a lot of passing yards. I called this in my video about what to do. Those guys are coming like this. They're coming. Let me get my hands here. Here comes the defensive line. And when they do this, those lanes are wide open. Wide open. So right now, he's got 79 yards, Jeff Wilson. And Mike McDaniel is protecting Tua by getting him, he's got these guys completely off balance. And there he goes. He hands it off again. This time he's, wow. Jeff Wilson goes for about another 9 or 10. Or are they going to give him a first down?
That's another Miami Dolphins.
I understand that Christian McCaffrey is like really good, but thank you to, they're going to call it 2nd and 1. So I had some premature first down celebration. 2nd and 1, handoff again. This time he doesn't get it. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Did I jinx this by putting on the first down notification? 3rd and 1. But what I was saying is Christian McCaffrey must be damn good for them to let a guy like Jeffrey Wilson go. I mean, wow. Absolutely wow. All right, 3rd and 1, Mike McDaniel, if I could channel into your head, don't get cute. Don't get cute. Hand the ball off. Let him run. Let the offensive lineman eat here. Well, nope, he's not listening to me. He's got Tua in the shotgun. He's probably going to throw. Oh, wait a second here. They tried that play again where Tua looked down at his wrist like he was checking the play, and the tight end came across, and not sure if he got the first down. Another trick play. Let's see what they say here, whether he got enough. It was Durham Smythe coming across. He gets under center, takes the snap before they could see it. He may have got there, may not. I'm not sure if it's 4th down. Why it's 4th down? So why wouldn't you have just given it to the guy that's been getting? We're done. Nope, they just tried it. Mike McDaniel blew that series. Mike McDaniel blew that series. Unreal. So what's the banner back here say? Yeah, the banner back here says you don't beat yourself. And right now, Mike McDaniel is beating himself, even though he's winning. Even though it's 10-7, we're beating ourselves. This game should be way different right now. Trying those reverse plays and the throwback pass from Cedric Wilson, who's not your quarterback. You got the most accurate quarterback in the league, but you want Cedric Wilson to throw the ball. Then you run this play again on 2nd and 1. You couldn't convert on 2 plays. Just bad. Just really bad, man. You're right, Sam. I mean, I get to the point where it's just so frustrating is that sometimes you get too cute. This is football. You don't have to get that cute. Just put your you-know-what in front of somebody and run over them. Jeez. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm not worried so much as per se that it's frustrating because you don't want to have to keep doing this. I understand these guys come down with 2 minutes and 8 seconds and score. It's going to be 14-10, and we could be. I don't know. I just don't understand. And David, yeah, you're right. I would have done a play action rollout pass and hit somebody. This is bad. Yeah, a play action pass would have worked really well. They haven't stopped it yet. Why go away from it? Unbelievable. John, you're absolutely right. Keep running the damn ball. Vipey, you're right. Just left points on the field once again. Tricks are for kids. You're absolutely right. What's this say? We've been absolutely atrocious on 4th down, all due to bad play calling by Mike Man. Not sure. At some point, someone needs to tell him, stop being cute. I understand this is your first year. Get the damn points. You get cute down there, and you understand you're in a game with a team that's 3-5 with a backup quarterback, and it's only 10-7. I mean, it doesn't get me excited, and it shouldn't get people excited if the Dolphins were to pull this game out, 20-14. That's not what this team should be doing, and that's not what this coach should be celebrating. Unbelievable. Yeah, exactly. He's outsmarting himself because everybody can see it. He's not fooling anybody. He's just not doing what he should be doing. All right, 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts. Brissett's under center. Nick Chubb is back in the game. Play action, plenty of time. Throws it underneath to their tight end. Bad tackling. The guy gets about 6 yards after the catch. Defense is back to normal right now, just giving up plays. Tight end just... It makes you shrug your shoulders. Makes me shrug my shoulders. 2 minute warning. Oh yeah, really. Yeah, I hope they don't decide to get into prevent D right now. That would be really stupid. Yes. Woosah. But I'm tired of woosah. I'd like to sit back with you guys and go, you know what? It's 35-10. We got this one in the bag. Let's just have some fun. Let's just kick some stuff around. Why do we have to take, antidepressants every Sunday watching these guys play? Does he have stock in blood pressure medicine? Because it's unreal to me. Back to food again. Tater tot casserole has hamburger, green beans, cheese, and cream of mushroom soup. That sounds good. We would make it and probably use mashed cauliflower instead of the tater tots, and then ground turkey. The rest of it sounds pretty good. You're right, Greg. No tackling once again. Let's see what we got here. I just can't do another game that's right down to the wire, man. The past few weeks have been absolutely nerve-wracking. You know how he always says that he loves adversity. Excuse me. We don't. I don't need the adversity. I like the relaxation. I like fun. This point in my life, I don't need to just sit there and pull the rest of my hair out of my head that I have left watching Dolphins make other teams look good. Win, man. Come on. Use your team. It's ridiculous. We should be up by 6, not 3. Yeah, or more. Either way. Why is Tyreek not in here? I'm going to have to look at the all-22 and find out. Are they doubling him? Because if Tyreek's not getting loose, Waddle should be. So, I need a soul-off. Been fan for 51 years. I mean, that's true. Been doing the same thing for 50 years. 1972. Yep, Chubb only has 14 yards, so you're doing what we thought you would do, make Brissett beat you, but we're not losing, but he is, right now, time of possession just about even, 26 plays for 134 yards for the Browns, 25 plays for 182 yards for the Dolphins, with Jeff Wilson having 79 or 80 of those yards on the ground. 1st and 10 from about the 27-yard line. Inside handoff to Nick Chubb, and nice tackle by, that's Christian Wilkins. He's in there going, not here. And as long as Christian Wilkins and Zach Sealer can get loose, they will stop the run. So it's 2nd and 8. That went nowhere. They're going no huddle, saving those timeouts. Jacoby Brissett throws it out to the flat to Nick Chubb. Let's see. Baker was out there, stopped him for about I'd say a 3-yard gain. So we're probably going to be looking at 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. And the fact that they didn't run any time off the clock is pretty good. If we can stop them here and get the ball back with like a minute and a half, let's see what happens. All right. Here we go. 3rd and I'm going to call it 5. What are they calling it? 3rd and 6. Obvious passing down with a minute 40 left. We're showing that we're putting pressure on him. And here we come. Good pressure. He got him. They got him for a sack. Now hit the timeout. Right now, Mike, hit the timeout. Timeout. 1:30. The clock. Call timeout. 4th down. I think he called timeout. the refs didn't just take it off the clock yet. Good pressure. That was Bradley Chubb and Melvin Ingram coming in, and they just collapsed that entire line. I mean, everybody basically got a piece. Christian Wilkins is probably going to get credit for the actual sack. He pulled them down. Tell me that clock is still not running. Yes. Okay. Miami called timeout. Good time management, Mike. All right. This defense plays like this. Sky is a limit. Absolutely. Now, you got to get the ball back with 1:25 and 2 timeouts. Okay. Should be good field position. This guy's kicking from deep in his own end. Okay. Here we go. And there's the kick. Let's see how well he kicked it. Wow, he came all the way up. Raheem Mostert's got it up to about the 50-yard line. So you're going to have 1:22 left, 2 timeouts, and you're about near the 50-yard line. You can't ask for better terms than that going into the, locker room. All right, let's see here. John Spears says, play smart right here, and let's get a touchdown before the end of the half. Yes, going in 17-7 and getting the ball back. Gotta love that. Finally, our defense steps up. Our offense needs to score now at least 3. We get the opening kickoff in the second half. Yep, I just said that. Absolutely. They're trying to keep the cheetah from a 2,000-yard season. That ain't going to happen. He's going to get his 2,000 yards. He'll definitely get it. Phillips doesn't even have a tackle but he's getting some good pressure. He's getting good pressure off his end. Doesn't have a sack, doesn't have a tackle. They're not running so much to the outside. So I'm not really concerned with that. Hey, Grandizer, you're still here? Yeah, man. Absolutely. I am pumped. I am pumped right now. You got the ball in great field position. You got plenty of time. You got 2 timeouts. The entire playbook is available right now. Yeah, as long as McDaniel doesn't play too many games, we should be okay. It should be. 7 obviously would be ideal. We'd love to see it. Don't forget, at 4:15 after this game ends, might have a little extra time, but 4:15 I'm going to go live with the post game. We're going to break down what happened, the entire box score. We're going to see the summary. I'm going to do that with you guys at 4:15 and get your final comments on the game. Let's get some points and get the ball at the half and score. The game is over for the Browns. I love it. I love the 2-for-1. You guys heard me talk about that before. It's a Bill Belichick thing. If you are getting the ball at the start of the second half, it's almost imperative on you to score at the end of the first half and then score at the beginning of the second half and hit that 2-for-1, those 14 points. You do that, you're at 24-7. Now it's a different ballgame. Now we're not taking Xanax. Now we're not having to do woosah moments. You know? Wow, over 700 watching right now. Wow. Love it. Thanks, guys. Absolutely thank you. McDaniel does make good second half adjustments. I had thought about doing an ND channel. By the way, they pissed me off the way they played in the second half yesterday, because my boy's right here from Notre Dame. But, Notre Dame fans are kind of uppity. I mean, I'm not, but they don't seem to want to get in dirty and have comments and talk like this. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from about the 50. I think they're going to call it the 49. Tua is 8 for 10 for 100 yards, 101 yards and a TD. Let's see what we get here. Snaps to Tua. He's back to pass. Nobody open. He dumps it off to Raheem Mostert, who gets absolutely man-crunched for about a 4 or 5 yard completion. Clock is running. 110, 109. Get up to the line of scrimmage, guys. Get up there. Tua has got him set. Get the snap. 102. Back to pass. He throws it wide open. Who is that out there? Gets out of bounds. That is going to be first time we called his name today, Mike Gesicki, with the first.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
All right, so we got Gesicki on the field here during money time. 1st and 10, 57 seconds left, 2 timeouts. Ball is on about, let's see here, probably about the 38. Let me see where they marked it here. Tua is in a shotgun. Yeah, about the 33. Tua's back to throw. Plenty of time. Oh, they got to throw a flag on that. They didn't throw a flag. That must have been payback, but Jeff Wilson just got tackled as he was trying to catch the ball, and the refs didn't call a flag on it. Man. I agree, John. But after some of the coaches Miami's had, I can't be angry with McDaniel. California, no, I did get the notification just as we were going live. Look for a response right after I eat after the show. So, yes, I did get it. Thank you. 2nd and 10, 53 seconds from the 32-yard line. He's looking for Tyreek. He throws it to Sherfield. He gets out of bounds after about a 4 or 5 yard gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Thanks, Randy. I appreciate it, brother. I really appreciate it. So we're looking at 3rd and 6. Tyreek must not be getting open because he's got the time. He's looking for him. They must be doubling him. They must be. Must be doubling Waddle as well. Tyreek's at the top of the page. Looks like he's got, top of the page, top of the field. Looks like he's got single high coverage. Let's see what happens here. Here's a snap. Tua's looking dead at him. And he throws it out to Jaylen Waddle. Did he get his foot in? If he got his foot in, that's a first down. Let's see what they call it.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
So they're disguising their coverage really well. But that time he put Jaylen and Tyreek on the same side of the field, and he let Tyreek run off the coverage so Jaylen could catch the ball on the inside. So now we're going to be about, 23 seconds maybe? No, they're going to call it 44 seconds, 1st and 10. Pablo, your guess is good as mine as to what's going on with Tyreek. They've shut him down. Snapped the damn ball. Okay, snapped it. He's looking play action. He's looking over the middle. He hits, looks like Raheem, or is that Jeff Wilson again? Raheem for about 6 or 7 yards. They're going to have to burn a timeout here. Good clock management. 2nd down. You're going to have 37 seconds left on the clock when they come back from the break. Let's see. Yeah, Pablo, Tyreek is in the game. He's just not getting open. So I'm not sure what's happening. Hey, Feta Manu, love the clock management. This time he's doing very well with it. Absolutely. This is definitely a good test for Tua. His big guys aren't open, but let's see who he's thrown to. He's thrown to Jeff Wilson. He's thrown to Raheem Mostert. He's thrown to Mike Gesicki. He's thrown to Tyreek. He's thrown to Tua. He's spreading the ball out. So he's taken what the defense is giving him, which is very, very good play. All right, here we go. We're back in from the commercial break. It's 2nd down, 37 seconds left. 2nd and 1. Myles Garrett shows up to play. He's been out all this time. I guess he's sucking wind again. All right, here we go. 2nd and 1. Gesicki goes in motion. Here comes a snap to Tua. He's back to throw. He's looking for a fade route. And looks, if he got his foot down at 6, did he get his foot down at Sherfield? Are they calling it a touchdown? If he got his foot down at 6, unbelievable catch. They're calling it a touchdown on the field, but I'm not going to play it until after the review. I want to make sure Tua made an unbelievable pass. Let's see if we get 2 feet down. He catches it. 1, 2. That's a touchdown.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
Those of you who did see that, you have to be going, oh shit. Those of you who didn't see it will see the replay hopefully and go, oh shit, on both sides of that. The throw was stupendous. It was stupid. The way where he threw that ball, only Sherfield was going to catch it. There was no chance of an interception. I mean, he laid it from 20-something yards right in his hands. And then Sherfield with the catch and the ballerina move to get both feet in bounds. That was amazing on both sides of it. This kid doesn't cease to amaze me. What he does and how he does it. And anyone who goes on ESPN or any of these talk shows and talks the crap that they do, wait till you see Dan Orlovsky and Emmanuel Acho's breakdown of this play. I'm going to keep my mouth shut because I want to hear a former professional quarterback like Kurt Warner. I want you to hear what they say. That pass was unbelievable. Whew, man, you're right. Dots on dots, Grizzly. What a pass. Unbelievable. We can't let you're right. We can't let the Browns back on this. We need to score when we come back. That was an absolutely stupid throw. If you saw it, you agree. And if you haven't seen it, when you do see it, you're just going to go, oh my God. I mean, the fact that he threaded that ball, we're getting used to it. As Dolphins fans, we're seeing it all the time. Remember, this isn't a national game. I don't think this game's national. I could be wrong. But a lot of people don't see what Tua does, and so they just listen to the media and the Tua haters, and they don't see this kind of stuff. I mean, it's outrageous. I mean, simply outrageous. I'm glad they listened to me to go down and get that touchdown before the end of the half. Now come out in the second half and another long drive. I don't know how long it'll be, but they'll do it. Yes, keep the lead up and go for the jugular. I agree. The Waddle throw was great as well. And Miami Mac, at this point, they've got to understand that Tua is legitimately an MVP candidate. You can't take that from him. This is just crazy. Tua is balling, defense is balling, run game is balling. Yeah, they're clicking on all cylinders right now. And you left out Mike McDaniel. Awesome play. Good time management. Perfect. Mwah. All right, they kicked it off. Sanders kicked it back. It's out of the end zone. No, it's in the end zone. He's going to bring it out, and he's going to make it to about the 18-yard line. Stupid play. Whoever that was on the Browns, no wonder you're on a 3-5 team. You're down 17-7. You got 30 seconds left, and you're blowing time when you could have easily had the ball in the 25 instead of – that was stupid. Jay Stone, you're absolutely right. Tua is spoiling us. Let me send us. I got to go ahead and fix the thing before people ask me. Yeah, see, you guys didn't catch me that time. So here we go. Are they going to just run out the clock and take their lickings, or are they going to try and do something? He's in the shotgun, so looks like he's going to try and throw. And here we go. Snap. He's back to pass, and he almost gets sacked, and he completes it for about 8 or 9 yards, but there's a flag. Not sure what the flag is. I'm going to say holding on Cleveland, maybe. So let's see what happens. They're pointing at the Dolphins, so it's probably a flag on us. Yeah. Woosah. Thank you, Gary Webster. Thank you very much. So they had two penalties on the offense on that play, tripping and holding. I think they're on the same player. Their left tackle kind of sucks. So at this point, with 22 seconds left, and you're going to be probably 2nd and 20, do the Browns do something stupid and try to throw it here, or you just take a knee and just go into the locker room? Tony, I got it. Yeah, I'm going to have to put that up here after this play. Now they're going to try and throw again. Inside handoff to Kareem Hunt. It's going to come back. I think it was holding on Cleveland again. They're starting to look like the 3-5 team that they are. Yep, holding again. One of my boys is a real big Cleveland Brown fan. It's been an aggravating year for him, obviously. But these guys kind of stink. All right, so the smell is terrible. It must be that bad narrative finally dying. Absolutely. So you're the coach of a 3-5 team. You're down 17-7 on the road. You're 1st and 22. with 17 seconds left, oh, finally he's going to kneel down. He's throw the white flag up. He's kneeling down. Yep. Okay. All right, so we're going to take it into the half with a 10-point lead. Finally. I was thinking this was stupid play call, but finally. Okay. Nice first half. So, yeah, defensive pressure. Love it, love it, love it. Wow, this is nice. Thank you. Got to say you're the most honest person on YouTube. You're a fan, but also tell it how it is. If I told you otherwise and you can see it's bullshit, then you would call me on the bullshit. I mean, so it's I don't understand how people just want to hype instead of enjoy the game. It's the game of football. Yes, I want the Miami Dolphins to win. Yes, I want Tua to do great. I am a fan of this franchise, but I am also a fan of football. And people who get on, as far as I'm concerned, flip the switch on YouTube and just talk BS. Even the guys on ESPN, I have no patience for it. None whatsoever. None. Let's see what we got here. Matt says, is the Brown defense taking away the middle of the field passing lanes and gaps? It seems Tua is not exploring this area like he has done in previous games. It could be. Obviously, when you're looking at television, you don't see the entire field and what's being run. But it could be. They could be playing up and trying to stop the over-the-middle stuff. But this is where it's going to get interesting. If they were doing that, if that was their game plan, and we've seen it, now what will Mike McDaniel do coming out? How does he exploit that? How does he at this point say, okay, here's what they're doing. These are the plays we can run to beat it. From the Browns' perspective, I don't know what you're going to look at because your runs haven't worked. Yeah, some of your dink and dunk stuff has worked, so maybe you just come back with that and start throwing the ball out in the flat. You're not getting any real pressure on Tua, so I don't think we've called Jadeveon Clowney's name once. Myles Garrett has been standing on the sidelines, so I don't know. I don't know what you do if you're the Browns adjustments. At this point, just keep doing what you're doing and hope you guys just don't get asked much even worse because they're not showing anything. They're not showing the run. They're only passing or just quick things to the outside. On defense, like you said, they may be taking away, stuff in the middle, but I'm sure Mike McDaniel will make some adjustments on that. So I don't know. Yeah, I love Kurt Warner breakdowns are very, very good. See, I was doing breakdowns early in the year, and I was like, I'm going to spend hours and hours doing this and editing and everything else. And I'm like, these guys do it better. And what I find most interesting is potentially breaking down the breakdown, telling you, because they talk at such a high level. So many people don't get what they're saying. And then I can focus on breaking down plays from the offensive line, which are my bread and butter. So the Bills are winning 24-10. Good. I don't know, bad. But they're beating up Minnesota, I guess. Let's run the ball. Kill the clock, leave healthy, and heal up in this bye week. Yeah. Now, if he gets ahead, watch him sit some guys. No reason to risk them. Let him take the time off and get some guys some reps. All right, what we got here? Mark Vallis. Great commentary. I do not have this game on in TV in Connecticut. You're the next best thing to actually watching a game. Always accurate and insightful. Thank you very, very much. Trying my best. Trying to get better with some of the graphics and things I'm saying and doing, but thank you. What part of Connecticut? That's where I'm from. I'm from a town called Windsor, Hartford, West Hartford, in that little area up in there. So I'd love to know where you're from. Michelle says, I'm a huge Alabama fan. Been watching this kid do this since college, before college, and became a true fan of his because of it. Michelle, I'm sorry for your Crimson Tide this year, but thank you for the product that came out. Actually, the two products that came out, Jaylen Waddle and Tua Tagovailoa. Thank you very, very much. Let's see here. Who's it? Cuban, how's it going? How's it going for you, my brother? Hannibal Rector, dude, where you been? Where you been at all? How much do you think Tua focusing on building a bit of muscle mass or body work in the offseason would interfere with his touch? That's a good question. He's being trained by, what's the guy's name? Nick something. Nick, I can't remember what Nick's last name is. And what they did, if you look at some older pictures of Tua and some older film of Tua, it looks like coming off of the injury, they spent a lot of time on his lower body. His legs look like tree trunks. It looks like they built up a lot of muscle mass in his trunk to help him with his throwing. I think that the upper body mass may come in this offseason, get him a little bit leaner, but it looks like they spent a lot of time building up his leg mass because he was on, Tyreek's podcast early in the preseason, and he had a pair of shorts on. He's sitting on a couch, and I told my wife, I'm not like that, but look at this dude's legs, man. Look at his calves. Look at his thighs. Look what they've done. He's thicker than he was at Alabama. You just look at the film. He's thicker, all the way down through his rump. I mean, he just is solid below the waist, and he's not as firm and muscular above the waist, which I think they had to concentrate on below the waist first, if I was going to break it down that way, because he looks solid below the waist. Now, going into the next offseason, I'm sure this guy is going to train him and say, okay, let's get you a little bit tighter upper body. It'll help with his throwing distance. I think that's coming. I think they had to get him ready first with his lower body. Did I go too long-winded with that? Maybe. How about that running game? Absolutely. Called it. Said we had to get some running going. I wanted to see 150 yards is what I called for. Don't know if they're going to get there. But they may, because if he comes back in the second half, he's probably, if we score again and take it up 24-7, you can bet your ass you're going to see a ton of running, which may take us to the 150-yard mark. Because at that point, there's no reason to risk Jaylen, Waddle, Tyreek, or Tua getting hurt. No reason to risk it at all. I also think if he gets up by 20, 25 points, if this thing gets to, 30, 32-7, you're going to see Skylar come in as well. Because get him off the field, no need to risk it. Game's in hand, you've won, take him off the field. Stats don't matter. So I could be wrong. Hopefully we're in that lucky position come the fourth quarter. Did I just see Tua do the Conor McGregor walk? Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know if that was a prior film or this film, but after that throw he made to Sherfield, if that was after that throw, he deserved to walk like that because he smoked. I mean, it was an unbelievable throw. We need a nickname for this high-flying offense. Yeah, I can go with that. I know it's funny. I've got it turned down here, and I heard when he just said that and said Tua doesn't have a strong arm. All right, so if this team pulls this out and they go to 7-3 in the bye week, and he goes to 7-0 on the season, and he doesn't throw an interception, and he's accurate as hell, who the hell cares how strong his arm is? I don't care. I don't think Mike McDaniel cares. You don't get to Super Bowls because it's a strong arm. You get to the Super Bowl because you're winning. These guys make no sense anymore. It's like they want to see people just hit home runs. Guess what? Aaron Judge blasted home runs, broke Roger Maris's record. What happened in October? He was sitting his ass back in New York watching on TV. Chicks dig the long ball. I get it. Announcers dig the long ball. But what happened at the end of the year? Aaron Judge was sitting at home watching the World Series with us. That's what it is. So when they keep bringing up he doesn't have the arm, all that's telling me is they have nothing else to say. There's nothing else for them to critique. There's nothing else for them to try and appropriate what's going on with the Dolphins. If he's got an under noodle arm while they're winning, I don't care. You're absolutely right. I prefer precision passing over a rifle arm any day. Jeff George had one of the best arms ever. Do you know who Jeff George is? Tell me if you know who Jeff George is. Don't Google it. Be honest. I don't know how old you are, but tell me if you know Jeff George is. Brady doesn't have a strong arm. He's got a good arm, but he's accurate and he knows the play. He knows the field. I think if he wasn't going through all the personal problems and stuff that he didn't have, then maybe he'd be doing better this year. I don't understand. I don't know why Sims would go there. I think they think there's a lot of people who watch the Miami Dolphins who hate Tua, and it just feeds into him. Colin Cowherd this week, I'm just going to call him Colin Cowherd. You know, he went out with some clickbaity stuff, saying it again. Just these guys don't have anything else to talk about when it comes to the Miami Dolphins. I think I know why. I'm pretty sure I know why. People don't like me talking about it. I won't talk about it again. I will talk about it again, but I'm not going to talk about it now. But it doesn't make any sense. It makes you look actually stupid. If the guy keeps winning, I mean, if they win today, he's 7-0. You can't take that away. He's a 7-0 NFL quarterback, period. 7-0 this year if he wins this game. And for you to rely on the fact that, well, but he doesn't have a great strong arm, says you're stupid. You don't have anything else to talk about. Colin Cowherd, absolutely. I listen to him sometimes on the radio, and I just shake my head and go, man, this guy's got a national radio show? Seriously? You have a national radio show, and that's the spewing BS that comes out of your mouth every single day? Yeah. And Jeff George, exactly. He had a gun for an arm, but was no good. Brian McDaniels. Oh, God, I love to troll fans when all they wanted was a strong arm. So I'm like 2003. Jeff George is still out there. Yeah, he could probably still throw it, too. Colin Cowherd has the most idiotic takes. He and even Stephen A. has kind of quieted down. Even Stephen A. is like, well, I can't look stupid, man. I mean, I can't keep saying this insanity week after week when the kid keeps winning. You look stupid. I mean, they're showing this pass again. There's nothing you can. I don't care how strong your arm was. He had to place that. So the Conor McGregor thing was after that throw, and it's almost like Tua was giving. He wouldn't do it, but he was almost like he was giving someone the middle finger on that play with the Conor McGregor dance. Absolutely. I mean, just the touch was just perfect. You're right. What's his name? Chris Sims, Miss Sims, and Daddy Sims would always crap on us when we would announce our games back in the day. Great point here, Trick 808. Jamarcus Russell had the strongest arm when he came in the league. Where is he? I don't even think he lasted a full season starting. He got out of shape, and man, I don't get it. The carrot. Well, this is really low. Let me see here. People don't understand just how good Tua is. If you understand the technical aspects of the game, then you know how special he is because of his accuracy and stuff. All right, so we're getting ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like he's thrown to 6 different wide receivers. We're getting ready to start. Let's get this kickoff and see what happens. So far, Miami has run 32 plays for 235 yards of offense, no turnovers, 13 first downs. Cleveland has gone for 30 plays for 126 yards and 1 turnover. Let's go. Yeah, I know. I have seen that Stephen A. still talks crap about Tua should have just retired, should have left. Tell you guys one thing you have to notice. I don't know what they're feeding the Miami Dolphins offensive line of late, but these guys have been playing lights out. I gave them the hardest time earlier in the year, but ever since Tua got hurt, when he came back, I don't know if they had a big meeting and said, let's do it, dudes. Let's make this shit happen. All right, ball's kicked off. Raheem Mostert brings it out to about the 31-yard line. Not bad. Good return. Gotta love it. It's funny. What you say here, Stack this? It's funny. Before the draft, Cowherd said if you take Tua, he's going to miss about 3 games a year. Yeah, I wish Cowherd would lose about two shows a week. It's awful. Tua's 14 for 17 for 154 yards and 2 TDs. And here we go. All right. Starting at our own 30. Tua's in a shotgun. Waddle goes in motion. He's back to pass. Plenty of time. Finds Jeff Wilson out on the flat for about 10 or 12 yards and another first down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
He made that look easy. He made it look easy, and that's exactly the type of thing that Tua had to do. If you look deep, go through your progressions, it's not there, boom, take the dump off. Perfect play. First 10. So you don't think they're going to get 150 yards rushing. I don't know if you're talking about us, but let's see if they score here and watch what Mike McDaniels would do. Tua's under center. He hands off to, looks like it's Jeffrey Wilson for about 6 or 7 yards. So right now he's going to be at about 90, maybe 90 yards rushing. So you don't think we're going to get 150. So I can tell you right now, if we get up another touchdown, you're going to see it run. Don't be upset if you just start seeing them hand the ball off. Miami has 93 rushing yards, and we're just starting the third quarter. So you might want to hold on to that comment. All right, here we go. Play action. He's looking. Nobody open. He's rolling to his right, his left, rather. He hits Alec Ingold for about 4 or 5 yards and another.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
So, I mean, everything seems to be clicking right now. Keep pounding the rock. You're absolutely right, John Spear. No reason. Just take your time. Take what's there. And just run with it. All right. Here we go. So now we're looking at 1st and 10 from about the 39-yard line. To his under center. Alec Ingold goes in motion. He hands off to Jeff Wilson for about 1. He didn't get much there. Offensive line didn't get a big push and didn't get a whole bunch of yards there. That's okay. I'm telling you what's going to happen. They know the Dolphins are running now. And as they're doing this, you're going to have to give up something. You're either going to have to give up runs, you're going to inch up. And if you inch up on these play action passes, he's going to rip you apart. So let's see here on 2nd and 9. I'm calling an RPO or play action here. Tua's in the shotgun. Jeff Wilson is next to him. Tyreek comes across. Here's a snap. RPO. He's got him wide open. And that's is that Gesicki again for about another 12 or 13 yards. Just what I've been telling you.
Another Miami Dolphins.
Calling these plays isn't tough if you understand what the game is going. I said they were going to do some RPO stuff. I said that because you could see what was happening. And Mike Gesicki's adjustment is to bring Gesicki into the game, Mike McDaniel. And now you've got these slot guys going out, doing crossing patterns underneath. Man, love the way he's calling his plays right now. 1st and 10 from the 25. He hands it off. Absolutely. Shredding that defense. And he's going to take this to the house. Jeffrey Wilson, baby.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
So I'm not sure. I made a mistake there. They're both shredding this defense. That was Raheem Mostert who scored that touchdown. I should find that guy's comment who said we're not going to get 150 yards on the ground. You actually put that out there in the public. You said we're not going to get 150 yards. I'm telling you, you can see what's happening. Right now, Cleveland has no idea what's coming. None. They're back on their heels. Are we going to get a run? Are we going to get a play action? Are we going to get an RPO? Are we going to get a deep ball? At this point, Mike McDaniel can call any play in the playbook. Cleveland doesn't know what to do. I know my boy Mike is probably freaking out, but right now Mike McDaniel can literally dial up anything he wants in his playbook. Anything. They don't have the ability to see what's happening. As I said before, the edge rushers come up. When the edge rushers like Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett do this, those inside quick lanes for the RPO, wide open. And he just shredded for about 20, 25 yards on that play. Just understand what's happening. If you go through and you look at the progressions, you see what's happening. And now this defense of the Browns, a couple of things happening. They're defeated. They understand, oh shit, there's nothing we can do. Number two, every time the offense gets stopped, so if we get out there and get a stop and they got to get back on the field, they get more and more demoralized, which means he's going to run the ball down their friggin' throats as this thing moves on. Just watch. And then as he starts running, it's going to free up a quick pass. This is easy to call at this point. This is easy to see if you just look. So someone who says we're not going to get 150 yards, I don't know why you said that. They may have 150 yards before the third quarter's over. Man. Yeah, this is that game where we finally get to relax. Finally, maybe, hopefully. We haven't had a relaxing game all season long. I don't want to relax. See, that's just it. I don't want to relax. This is where I want to get fed. I'm an offensive lineman, and I'm going back to the sidelines, and I'm Teron Armstead. They may take him out, let him rest, put Austin Jackson in. I don't care, but I'm like, let me feast on this defense. Let me just bring it all out on these guys right now. Let's just put their you-know-what in the dirt. Put their blank in their watch pocket. This is when you start establishing your will as an offensive lineman. It's the best time to be an offensive lineman, when the defense is raising the white flag. Love this part. This is the best football I've seen in a long time. Yeah, I'm glad you recognize it. Doesn't have to throw long touchdowns. The game is about running it. And somebody had, I don't know who said it, but somebody had said, the more we run, the more the rest of the league fears us. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. And the Dallas Texans, boy, you're going to come off a bye week and you're going to have to face this. Good luck. Good luck. And the other thing is, it's not putting the game in the hands of Jason Sanders. That's another thing. Let the offense do what they're supposed to do. All right, so here we go. It's 1st and 10 from the 25. Jimbo, I wasn't going to say it, but I knew you would if you were listening. That's exactly right. Put it in your watch pocket, brother. Put it in there. All right. Nick Chubb has 16 yards rushing. Pretty soon they're not going to be able to run the ball, and it's going to be on Jacoby Brissett, all on him. Here we go. He's in the shotgun. He's standing in his own 20. There's a snap. Inside handoff. Nick Chubb, he's going to get maybe one, maybe two. That's not going to work, bud. Mike McDaniel just smiled on the sideline, almost like he felt it. That ain't going to work, man. Nope, that ain't going to work anymore. You're going to have to throw it. Now, Jaylen Phillips. Now, Bradley Chubb. Time to eat, man. Time to eat. Let's do it. All right. And Ernesto says, I am an over-the-road trucker. I can't always see the game. I really appreciate your down-to-earth play. Thanks, brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 3rd and 8. He's standing in a shotgun. He's back to pass. He's looking for someone. Nobody open. He finds somebody. Nope. Loved it. Jerome Baker just crushed the guy. Incomplete pass. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8. And I'm telling you right now, that defense is on the sideline going, oh, shit. You guys got to get us a first down. It's 100 degrees on this sideline. Actually, it looks a little overcast. The sun's been in and out here as well. But Myles Garrett is fit as much of a beast as he is. They do not want to get back on the field. So 3rd and 8, huge play for the Dolphins. Would love to get them right off the field here. Let's see what happens. He's in a shotgun, empty backfield, nobody there. He's back to pass. Not really. He's got plenty of time. He's throwing it deep and incomplete, but flag. So it's probably going to be interference on us. Let's see what they're going to call. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Come on. Let me see. Okay. Christian Wilkins. No. No. Oh, this is that new rule that they have. It wasn't because of the hit. It was because he dropped that 360 pounds on him. That's that new rule. You can hit the quarterback, but you can't land on him. Let's play flag football. Good hit. Great play. I don't know how you're supposed to stop your body from landing on somebody. But that's what it was. All right, shake it off. 1st and 10. They got the ball on the 42-yard line. Nothing we can do about that one. That was a B-shit call. A play action pass, and this time he dumps it off to Nick Chubb for, nice stick. Who is that? Give me that number. 53. I don't even know who that number is, but he came up and just laid something on him after he caught that short pass. So they're going right now with the no huddle. They know it's now or never. So it looks like, it's all because he put his weight on him. That was bull crap. All right, here we go. We get a sack. We get the sack. Oh, he tried to no grounding. Man, they went with a quick count at that point. So now it's going to be 3rd and 1. Christian Wilkins is back there again. Now it seems like the offensive line for Cleveland's getting tired. Now we're getting pressure. So watch out on this play. It's 3rd and 1. They may try a rip play right up the middle with Nick Chubb because we're getting so much pressure. But let's see what happens. 3rd and 1. Here we go. Jacoby Brissett is under center. Defense is feeling it. They're feeling it. Here comes the man in motion, Kareem Hunt. They hand it off underneath to Nick Chubb, and he breaks it. Man, he's strong. Breaks it for about a 4 or 5 yard gain. All right, so nothing really we could do about that. Well, there's something we could do about it, but he got the first down. It's going to be Bills and Fins. Yeah, I believe so. Would love to see a turnover here, but not just a turnover. If they can stop him, that'd be nice. Get him off the field. Let's see. I don't know, Jimbo, how you're supposed to stop your body from falling. All right, hand off to Nick Chubb going off the left side. Nick Chubb gets about, I'd say, 3 yards on that first down play. The other good thing about this is because they can't do anything offensively, the clock just keeps running. So it's 9:39, moving pretty fast. 2nd and 8. He only got 2 yards on that play. Jacoby Brissett is going to have to win this game for them, which I don't think he can do. It says, hey, Barry, watching from North Carolina. I'm grateful for you keeping it real for those who can't afford NFL Live. You give us real shit for the Dolphins. Spins up. Thanks, brother. Thank you. All right, 2nd and 8. Jacoby Brissett is in the shotgun. He gets a snap. Good pressure. He runs. He's running. He's going to get the first down and more. He runs for about a 17 or 18 yard gain. Now, this is the part that sucks. They've enabled because of that penalty. Again, don't beat yourself. I don't know how you're supposed to stop yourself from falling on a guy, especially if you're 330, 40 pounds and you're starting to fall down. But now because of that penalty, it's allowed Cleveland to put together a drive. Not good. This is what I mean by don't beat yourself. They wouldn't be in this drive without the penalty. This time Kareem Hunt gets the handoff and Christian Wilkins eats him up. So now it's going to be 2nd and 11. Good play. Not a good play. Great play by a defensive tackle. Just tosses off the lineman. Gets in. Good hit. Good wrap. Don't let these big backs run and try to arm tackle. You got to hit. I'm loving the hitting today. I love hitting. All right, 2nd and 11, 7:55 left. Jacoby Brissett is in the shotgun. He is going to have to do it for them. Let's see what kind of pressure they get. Not much. Quick pass to, I don't know, one of their wide receivers. He gets about 6 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. See if they go with the no huddle again. Call it 3rd and 4. 7:31, 7:30. Time continues to roll by. I can tell you right now, this is 4 down territory. So if they don't get this, they're going to go for it. They're not going to kick a field goal. Nice spot for a turnover. Even better spot for a sack. No, the other way around. Nice time for a sack. Even better for a turnover. 3rd and 4. Jacoby Brissett, he's back. He's going deep into the end zone, and it's way overthrown. So it's going to be 4th and 4. Doesn't mean anything. It's 4th. Oh, wow. He is taking just. Oh, wow. Now I know why my boy Mike gets pissed off with Kevin Stefanski. Dude, you're down by 17 points on the road, and you're taking your offense off the field on a 4th and 4, and you're 3 and 5. So you're going to try and kick it, huh? Okay. How long is this going to be? It's going to be a long field goal. Cade York can kick. This guy, that's why I was glad we didn't get into a kicking thing, but this is 37-yarder. It's pretty much a chip shot. Let's see what happens. Watch the fake. Watch out for the fake. There's a kick. It's right down the middle. All right, so 24-10. That's okay. Now we get the offense back on the field. Do it again, guys. Do it again. Let's take a couple comments. I believe having a howitzer for an arm is actually a disadvantage. QBs that have really strong arms tend to rely on their arms instead of learning the process. Absolutely. They rely on firing it down there. You're right. Tua is so crafty with the ball in his hands. Last week, that play action pass bootleg with his back facing the offensive line was beautiful masterpiece to watch. Wait till you see this drive. So what I'm going to predict on this drive, it's 6:56 left in the third. I think on this drive, Mike McDaniel goes for a kill shot. This is the drive that should end the game for the Dolphins. This drive right here. You got a defensive line, defensive secondary I just showed pictures of them. They're all sitting on it. They're toast. They're tired. They look like they're already beaten. They know that these 3 points that they just got isn't going to do anything. This is where he can go for a kill shot. I could be wrong, but if I'm sitting up in the booth and I'm the offensive coordinator and I'm talking to Mike, I'm the guy that he was talking in at halftime. When you get your shot, take it. At some point, you have to be ready to take kill shots and then take the whole fourth quarter and just run the ball. This would allow him to sit the vets, do all kinds of different things. If Tua gets to play and it's open, it has to be open, but because of the play action, this might be a time for a kill shot. We'll see. We'll see. Let's have a Bill Belichick 12-play, 8-minute drive. That'd be nice, yeah. Let's see, we should have been playing like this. Where's that comment? I just saw that. Michelle says, we should have been playing like this against the Bears. Fields should have never been able to run for all those yards he got. It's different with a quarterback, but they should have put a spy on him. That's where I would have done. I would have put a spy on Justin Fields, but we didn't. If Tua comes down this drive and scores, I'm going to go get something to eat. That means I have a shit ton of faith. Yeah, but join me at 4:15. It's 2:55 now, so go ahead and get your food if they score. Come back at 4:15 so we can go through the post-game show. Okay, let me take a quick drink. You're right, Auburn person here. Time for Hill or Waddle, long TD on deck. I'm hoping. I'm looking. Go for the kill shot. This is where I want to do it. All right. And he's running it back to about the 23-yard line. Grandizer, great comment. Happy belated Veterans Day to everybody out there who is currently serving or who has served and helps us do what we do every single day. Thank you very much. Definitely grateful. Yeah. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line. Our guys are looking kind of hot right now. The defense, except for Christian Wilkins, he looks like he's pumped. 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line. Waddle goes in motion to the right. Tua's in a shotgun. He's looking deep. I called it. Here it comes. Who's he got back there? Oh, he went for Tyreek for about 40. Tyreek was double teamed, but I told you go for the kill shot. Come on, man. Y'all not going to give me some props in here? Did I not say that during the break that they were going to go for the kill shot? Did I not call that? No, it didn't happen, so now you got to wait. Go ahead and take these next 2 plays. But he was covered. Tyreek had to knock it down so it wouldn't get interception. So we're going to give that one to Cleveland. Good coverage. All right. Yes, Dino. I did. I told you. All right. This time he dumps it off and bad pass. So there was no blocking. That play just fell apart. So it's 3rd and 10. Settle down, guys, and let's go. Yeah, thanks, Jimbo. Yeah, that's the benefit of listening to me. I'm going to give you guys some inside baseball from time to time, just by knowing and having been around enough of these coaches to know that was your kill shot time. Team's not playing anywhere near your capacity in terms of the Browns. Take it. All right, it's 3rd and 10. All right, see what we do here. Nice snap. Pressured. He's got, who is that, Waddle? Is that Waddle for about 20 yards? Yep, that's a first down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
I'm worried that Barry will be promoted to the coaching staff. Then where will he be? I would wear a headset so I could keep talking to you guys the whole time. Let me know if you've been to any other YouTubers who can call plays like that in advance, let you know what's going to happen. I don't mean to brag. My wife laughs at me sometimes. All right, 1st and 10 from the 36. Inside handoff, going for, 7 or 8 yards. Jeff Wilson's a beast, bro. But in order for Jeff Wilson to be doing this, the offensive line is kicking some ass. He's tapping guys on the shoulder saying, thanks, guys. You're making some serious holes for me. Absolutely. Now it's going to be 2nd and 2. You know what this play is, right? This is another chance for a kill shot. 2nd and 2. It would be great for a play action rollout here because you got 3rd down to make the first. Let's see what he does. Alex Ingold, there's your play action, and there's your throw to Tyreek, who's running. He's still running. That's a first down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
You like that? You like the call again? If I could hear my wife say it, stop it. Okay, I won't do that anymore. Oh, God, yeah. Big play. Nice. Very nice. All right, 1st and 10, 4:55. Tyreek and Sherfield are on the sidelines. Tyreek's getting some water. Somebody dial up Tua's stats. Let me know where we are with everything. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from about the 39-yard line. And Tua goes in a naked bootleg. He finds Cedric Wilson for about 7 or 8 yards. Nice play. John says he hasn't seen me this happy in a while. I'm happy because they're playing the way they're supposed to play. This is what you're supposed to do. This is when football gets fun. When you're just basically, as John Madden used to say, you're imposing your will on the other team when you're doing whatever you want to do. And even if something fails, you understand I can come back and execute on another play. That's when football gets fun. 2nd and 3. Tua in a shotgun. Inside handoff to Jeffrey Wilson for about 6 or 7 and a...
That's another Miami Dolphins.
I don't know who that guy was who said that we weren't going to get 150 yards. But yeah, we're going to get 150 yards if we don't have it already. I mean, man, unbelievable. And we're not even throwing to the big guys. I mean, they're shown on screen. Waddle's had 3 for 51. Tyreek's had 3 for like 48. Just this is the type of football you want to. You don't want to have to throw in all the time. 1st and 10 from about the 27. Another run with Jeffrey Wilson goes for about 7 or 8. These guys are big guys up front. Oh, wait a minute, was I wrong? Was that Raheem that time? That might have been Raheem Mostert on that play. Yes, it was. I get them mixed up. They look alike. They run alike. Their mannerisms when they run look the same. Man, this is fun. 2nd and 4, 3 minutes. Myles Garrett again is on the sidelines. He's not even in the game. I don't know if Jadeveon Clowney, I haven't called his name on a tackle. This has been a definite impose your will type game. 2nd and 4, Tua's in a shotgun, high snap, pulls it down. He hits Tyreek. I think his initial momentum will give us the first down. I'm pretty sure it will. Let's see where they mark the ball so I can hit the button here. What are they going to call?
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Doing whatever we want. And you're right, Mike. Yeah, big guys. I love running the ball. And so we're at 140. We're not even in the fourth quarter. Who said we weren't getting 150 yards rushing? Wait till you see what happens in the fourth quarter. Wait till you see what happens. All right, 1st and 10 from about the, I don't know, let's see here, 16. Inside handoff to Jeffrey Wilson. One of them, now this is Mostert again, down to about gets about 9 yards on that play. So we should be right at about 150 right now. This offensive line is playing lights out. I'm looking head on head. They're just making huge holes. Alec Ingold just smushed their linebacker. Alec Ingold is one of the best blocking fullbacks. He reminds me of Daryl Johnson from the Cowboys back in the day. He's not afraid to just stick his head in there and put you on your ass. Gotta love that. Man, it's 1st and goal. They gave it to him. I missed my button because I'm looking at offensive linemen and getting salivating. Here we go. 1st and 10 or less than. Here's Jeffrey Wilson goes down to about the 3-yard line. This is football. I know a lot of people like to see Tua throw for 300, 400 yards. This is football. And let me tell you why it's football. This is when you have the other team basically waving the white flag. They're done. They are absolutely done. I don't get done if you're throwing the ball over the field. I get done when you're beating my ass. Right now, they're getting their ass beat. 2nd and goal. And here's Tua with another throw. Oh, this one, Mike Gesicki almost took it on a fade. Didn't get there. Dude, Darren, I don't know what you want me to do. Streaming, this is the best I can do at this point. It is what it is. So when we get to the commercial, I'll try and refresh and see what happens. All right, 3rd and goal from about the 3-yard line. Come on, just hand it off and let somebody know you're going to throw this ball. And wide open for another touchdown. This one is Tyreek. Yes. Tyreek celebrating.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
So this is when we find out who the true fans in the audience really are. Because what's going to happen now, I personally, with a bye week coming up, would probably maybe let Tua play one more possession. Maybe. Lot's going to determine that based upon what happens with the Browns right here. But if he's doing the Conor McGregor dance again. But if they stop them 3 and out, we may see Skylar Thompson, the best quarterback on the roster, play in the rest of the 3rd and 4th quarter. I think people will see that Skylar Thompson is the QB who should be playing as he plays the 4th quarter. And yes, I'm being totally sarcastic because of some of the people out there. Skylar Thompson's the best quarterback on the roster. Eat shit. The Alabama. Yep, he left him in way too long. Nick Saban's probably one of the worst coaching decisions he's ever made in his career, was leaving him in. And Sanders missing an extra point. Dude, start looking around. This guy's awful. I'm sure there will be all kinds of replays of Tua doing the Conor McGregor dance. Yeah, absolutely. You'll see it. You may have missed it, but let's see here. 50th State fan. Defense can't let up. Defense has to stop them. But I don't want Tua in a game of 20-point spread with the way they're running in the fourth quarter. No reason to put him in that position. You've established everything. I don't care about his stats. I don't care if he hits 300 yards throwing again. I care that he's 7-0. I care that he won 3 games. He got hurt for 3 games and came back and won 4 more. That's what I care about. And then he's going to get another extra week of rest before the Texans. We don't need Tua in the game, provided that Cleveland doesn't come down and score. The offensive line has been playing so well. Raheem Mostert and Jeffrey Wilson have been running so well. This team is beat. They are beat mentally, and they're probably beat physically. If you take a fourth quarter and you run the way you've been running, this team is not going to be able to handle it. The Cleveland Browns will not be able to handle it. So now, yes, we need a 3-and-out. We very quickly need to take control of this. Well, they already have control of the game, but let's end it. Let's end it quickly and stop them from doing anything they want to do. So here we go. They're 37 seconds left. Sanders, I'm sick of you. You got one job, man. One job. And Joe P., you're absolutely right. Good time for a kicking change. I'd have to agree with you on that one. Absolutely. All right, so he's running up the field. He runs out about the 25-yard line. Let's see what happens here. All right. Bye week is good for a kick and change. Got to believe that. 1st and 10 from about the 27, up by 20. This was where we wanted to be. We wanted to see this type of game. We got it. Now, defense, you need to go and just shut it down right now. Okay, 1st and 10. Tua's looking on the iPad or Surface, whatever they call it, and he's looking at plays. He's like, yeah, I saw it too. Yeah. Here we go. 1st and 10, Brissett's under center. Nick Chubb, who's got nothing going on this game so far and won't. And they're running a quick outside screen to him. And I'd say he got about 6 or 7 yards. This is when Jaylen Phillips and Bradley Chubb need to shine. Christian Wilkins and Zach Sealer have made running obsolete. At this point, the running game is just for window dressing for Cleveland. They're going to have to throw. They want to get the first down here. Nick Chubb is running. Ooh, good stick by, is that Kyler Kohu? Yeah, it came up with, we got a flag. Who's it on? It's got to be on them. There's no way they had that. Nick Chubb's walking off the field. He looks pissed. We got holding on Cleveland. Just go ahead and bring it back. I bet it's on number 71. He sucks bad. No, it's on 72. Kevin Stefanski must just be ready to throw his hands up. That was probably their best play, one of their best plays of the game, and it's coming back. So it's going to be 1st and about 15 or 20. When we come into the fourth quarter, you're down by 20 points. Best game of the year so far. Best game of the year so far from start to finish. I mean, Baltimore game was a great game, but we had to rally to win. This was a full assault on the Cleveland Browns. Absolutely. Kilo G says, I'm low-key jealous my Giants don't have a touchdown song like that. It's about as catchy as the Notre Dame touchdown song. Yeah, absolutely. What the hell is wrong with Sanders? He has been amazing for us until this year. I don't know. When stuff like that gets in kickers' heads, I don't know. I don't know. He's talking, let's see, Miami Mac has looked up to his stats today. 22 of 28 for 237 yards, 3 TDs, no interceptions. Now, that may not seem like a great game. It looks like it's going to be a win. But look at his stats for the last 4 games. Add those up. I'm going to do a video on my MVP video towards him. And you look at what he's accomplished in 4 games since he's been back from the concussion protocol. And it's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. I don't care what anybody on ESPN says. I don't care what Miss Sims says. I don't care what Mike Florio says. These guys are all full of crap. 22 of 28 for 237, 3 TDs, no interceptions. That's balling. That's balling. And like I said, I don't know if we'll see him the rest of the game. One of my best friends is a Cleveland Browns fan, and he says the exact same thing. He's like, "Why is Joe Woods even a coach?" I can't tell you. I don't know. Okay, let's stop them here, put in our reserves, then buy. Couldn't have come at a better time. Stop them here and start resting players in the fourth. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Miami Mac. Those numbers that you posted were in 3 quarters. That's just in 3 quarters. He's not going to have to play maybe any of the fourth quarter. That's huge. That's huge. But that won't show up in the stats when people start looking at it. They're like, oh, he didn't throw 300 yards. No, he only played three quarters. I doubt Mike brings him back. Yes, in Tua, I trust. All right, here we go. And it's starting the fourth quarter. I think they're going to be about 1st and 20 on this. No, 2nd and 11. That's interesting because the gain on the play. 2nd and 11 from your own 24. Jacoby Brissett is in the shotgun. There's a snap. Limited pressure. Now they got pressure on him. He throws it out to Kareem Hunt in the flat, and Kareem Hunt goes for about 7 or 8 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Good pressure, but he hit his release valve. He just dumped it over to Kareem Hunt. Chubb was there. Seiler was there. Was holding again on the play. Refs didn't call it, but tough. Those backs are tough when they get out there. 3rd and 2. He hands it off to Kareem Hunt, who goes for about 3 or 4 yards for a first down for Cleveland. I like to see him keep their foot on the pedal on defense. I don't want Tua back in this game unless they score here. What's John Spears says? John says, I don't think no matter what Cleveland does with the ball here, Tua is going to come out for another series. You think he's still going to come out, huh? Okay, so they're moving the ball again. They're down to up to about the 50-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. Why would you put Tua back in the game? If John, some of the other guys, is it because you want to see stats, or do you think this game's not in hand? Do you think Skyler can't come in and hand the ball off to Mostert and Jeffrey Wilson? Why would you want to put Tua back in the game? I understand if they score, yes. Brissett back to pass. He's looking deep. Got somebody wide open across the middle. He gets about a 20-yard first down. They are moving the ball 13 and 12. Our defensive secondary still not up to par. Don't like that. 1st and 10. Here we go from the 40-yard line. Hand off to Nick Chubb. He's running to the left side. He breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to take this into the end zone. So, yeah, Tua's going to be coming back out. Defense just got shredded. Looks like it's in the end zone. I don't think they called it. Yeah, they called it. So, 30-17. Got to keep playing. Got to keep playing. Defense didn't make the stop. And then finally, Nick Chubb goes for the run that we thought. This defense sucks is the answer why Tua needs to keep playing. Yep. I thought that touchdown was going to be it, but again, our defense couldn't stop anybody. So, yeah, Grandizer, you're absolutely right. Got a whole quarter to play here, so now we got to get the guys back in there. No rest for the wicked. Got to get back on there. And Dark Dino, you're absolutely right. They only took 2 minutes off the clock. Defense totally let up on that. Nick Chubb ran right through him. Unbelievable. Yeah, John, I know what you're saying. You just praised them. It seems like they let off they had them. They had them ready to just put them out. Nope, not going to happen. Let's see here. Kenyon Drake just tweeted out, folks, finance putting results on Tua's name. Where did all the haters go? They're all going to say, oh, we knew it. We knew he was going to be, we knew he was going to be really good. And Pablo, yep, at this point, run the damn ball. Take time off the clock. Just see what happens. Just keep running the ball. It's working. If you run the ball, especially at this point in the game, that play action and RPO is going to be wide open. So we may see Tua hit 300 yards again. See what happens. Yeah. They took the touchdown off the board? No, they didn't. Not unless you're ahead of me. I'm not sure. It still shows 30-17 here. Time for the Fins to have another 8-minute drive and a TD. Yeah, would love to see that. Absolutely. Greg Phillips, you saw it too. Yep. I saw them holding Zach Seiler. His shirt was being pulled. You could see it. They didn't call it. They're not going to give the Dolphins benefit of a doubt. Nope. Oh, Wes, you're so right. Don't run a trick play. The only trick I want to see is our offensive lineman driving up into Cleveland's defensive line. And don't let up and let Myles Garrett or Jadeveon Clowney become stars at the end of this game. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't think we're going to be able to rely on Sanders, but, Seth Cope says, yeah, that defense is going to kill us. I guess he was replying to Hannibal Rector. I must have missed that comment. But, oh boy, here we go. Fourth quarter, I don't feel as bad. With a 13-point lead, now you see how big that extra point is. Would it be? How much different would you feel if it was 31-17 instead of 30-17? Yeah, and this is a great point that you're making here, Ronald. Our offense always has to compensate for the defense. All right, let's go. Betsy's Butler, hey man, or woman, I'm sold on Tua now. We won't have to be looking for another QB1 in the offseason. Nope, they're going to have to give him, as Tyreek said, bring out the wheelbarrow and pay this young man. He's going to get paid. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 from the 25. Let's see, 13:09. Time is not an issue right now. We got to get down there and score. James, you're absolutely right about people not wanting Tyreek to go over 2,000 yards, especially not with Tua. Okay, guys, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 25. And he fakes he's throwing deep. He overthrew Tyreek. That was a bad pass. That one was pretty bad. I think if he had brought it down a little bit, that he might have completed that. But we got a flag on the play? What are they going to call here? I didn't see the flag, but they're showing the refs talking to each other and conferring. So I'm not sure what we're looking at. Let's see what we got. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. We're going to get 15 yards. I'm not sure who that was on. It was on a defensive tackle. So it looks like this guy, let's see if they make the play. Did he try to hit Tua? We got 15 yards on that one. What's up, Port St. Lucie? Hope you fared well from the hurricane. It wasn't that bad here. Okay, so somehow it was personal foul. We'll take it. Definitely take it. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 35-yard line. Let's see what we got here. At the 40-yard line, Tyreek's in motion. Hand off to Jeff Wilson, goes for about 3 or 4 yards. I love how this guy, when there's really nothing there, if there's not a hole, he gets his body almost horizontal. I mean, he's low to the ground. He puts his head down, keeps his leg driving, and makes you basically catch him. I mean, literally, the defensive people have to catch him to stop because he's so low to the ground. Unbelievable. Looks like the Vikings just scored by Dalvin Cook, making it 27-17 against the Bills. All right, so we got 2nd and 7. Tua is under center. Durham Smythe's in motion. Now Sherfield's in motion. Play action pass. He's got plenty of time. We have a flag on the play. That's pretty much going to be holding, I would think, on the Dolphins from where it was thrown. That pass would not have been complete anyway. Kind of threw it away. What do we got? Offsides against Cleveland. So when you start seeing these offsides penalties and these personal fouls in the 4th quarter, that's telling me these guys are tired. They're ass whooped. That one was on Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney being the defensive end. Dude, you just look down, you can see the football. God knows we've had those problems. And so now they've just given up, 20 yards on a couple plays, and Dolphins haven't had to do anything. So here we go. Yeah. Wide open. Ooh, good. We got something going on here. Sherfield's running down the field after a pass. Wow, they went quick huddle on that. They went quick huddle for about a 25-yard pass.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Tua took a quick slant coming off the right side, hit Sherfield wide open, missed the tackle. They missed the tackle on him. He ran for 25 yards, but wait a second. Now we got a penalty. All right, refs. Come on, man. Unbelievable. Browns are exhausted. You are absolutely right, John. They are definitely exhausted. They're going to call this flag on us, so they're going to bring this back. That's okay. That's okay. Unsportsmanlike. After the play, Sherfield walked up and did a dick move. You don't do that shit when you're trying to lock out a game. Remember what the banner says back here. Don't beat yourselves. Come on, man. All right, so 1st and 10. We'll play it again. Stupid play. Tua's under center. Naked backfield. Play action. He's got somebody wide open. That's going to be Jeffrey Wilson that's Alec Ingold for about 5 or 6 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 4 or so. Nice play by Tua on that one. Stupid for Sherfield to do that. I can't tell you how stupid that is. You just had a good pass. You just got a first down. And then you got to go open your stupid mouth and say something and get called for unsportsmanlike. I hope they have a kangaroo court tonight and fine him for that shit. Yeah, Dino, they're not able to cover these guys whatsoever. All right, now we got another flag or to delay a game. What do we got here? Did somebody jump? No, we got a timeout. Timeout by Miami. So they didn't get to play in, or he didn't like the look. Same old shit. I got to do it. Woosa. So what happened? You have a player on a first down play, runs his mouth, and he gets a penalty. Now we have to take a timeout. This is that shit that they keep running through. Don't beat yourselves. Don't beat yourselves. You keep doing it. You've been playing so well. Why fall back into this crap? No, Hannibal, you're absolutely right. McCochin did not look happy. So I'm not sure if that one was on Tua. Did he have the wrong play call? I'm not sure. NFL orders right now, hey, throw everything you got against the Miami Dolphins, please. I bet you that's possibly part of it too. It's bad when your 3rd to 5th wide receiver opens his mouth and gets a bad penalty. So needless. He has to make the most of what he does. Yeah, that's crazy. Dolphins need to introduce a rule for the players. Anyone who gets flagged and ruins a first down play gets fined a minimum of $10,000. I'd be for that. Let's see so far. Tom Stuckle, thanks for the info. 270 passing yards, 153 yards rushing. Who said they were going to get 150 yards rushing yesterday? Who said that? This guy said that. Meanwhile, I had someone telling me in the comments earlier, there's no way we're going to get 150 yards. Come on, man. Come on. It's me. But I loved hearing that. Dan Marino's the best quarterback we have ever had since Dan Marino. Yeah, Dan Marino is that dude. He definitely is that dude. Yes, I did say that, Grandizer. I did say that. Am I having a good time doing this? You guys can tell. I love doing this stuff. I do that. I hate. Oh yeah, yes, you're right, Papa. I hate cocky players. We don't see Waddle, Gesicki, or Hill talking shit after a catch. Nope, you don't. You don't make the catch. I mean, yeah, he'll do the gritty or try to do the gritty if he does something wrong. But who knows? Oh man, I do need something. That's one reason I had to schedule the post game at 4:15, because in between that time, hopefully, this game goes a little bit quicker. In between that time, I run out and get something to eat and come back in real quick. Doing this. Where was that? I got to find that comment. All right. Tua hands off to, let's see. Oh, nice move by Jeffrey Wilson. I think with his forward momentum, he may have got the first down. I'm not sure. Let's see what it was. Barry, I'm one. What's it say here? I am one modest brother. Yes, absolutely. Tua has 6 incompletions. Let's hang him for that. How dare he have 6 incompletions? Sherfield needs to follow Waddle and Reek. Don't be a dick. I wonder what his place in life is. That's all I'm going to say. All right, 3rd and 1. 10:34 left. Let's see. Tua drops back. He's looking over to the side. He's got, who is that? That's that man, Jaylen Waddle, for a first down for about 15.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Dude, I'm not focusing on you. I'm kidding. I'm playing. If I offended you in any way, if I've made you feel bad, thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. And I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, brother. Thanks for being here. All right, and I mean that sincerely. 1st and 10 from about the 17-yard line. Tua is in the shotgun. Whoa, bad snap. Tua, love what he just did. Okay, so Tua got a really bad snap. It was over his head. He had to jump for it. And I'm praying here, don't try to run it. Don't try. And he just fell down on the ball. Perfect. I mean, it was way over his head. He saw the guy coming and he just laid down. The kid is learning. I don't need to take shots. I don't need to take hits. Just went down. On the other hand, I would go talk to this center and go, what the hell? This falls under the category of don't beat yourself. This definitely falls under the category of don't beat yourself. It's 2nd and 16, 9-12, 9-11. Clock's running. Tua's in a shotgun. Let's see if the snap is good this time. Nice snap. He's got time. Throw it. He had to throw it down because that time Myles Garrett was in his face. He was going to get creamed if he didn't get rid of it. All right, guys. Hold it together. 3rd and 16. Things are falling a little on the wayside on this series. They don't look to be in sync. It all goes back to that penalty. You got off your rhythm. Now it's 3rd and 16. Wouldn't be surprised here if Mike said, you know what, let's let Jason take 3 points. Let's just go ahead and run this play and see what happens. But who knows? Let's see. And that's exactly what he does. But that's what he did. He ran. Once you get yourself in the mindset of what's going on, you're up by 23 points. No, 16 points. And you're ahead. Don't do something stupid. Let's just go ahead and take the 3. Now, if he misses this field goal, don't let him back in the locker room. All right, come on. Yep, every time we get a stupid penalty, it bites us in the ass. That's that category of don't beat yourself. You just saw it. This field goes from 33, should be a chip shot. Let's see what happens. High snap again, kick is up, and he got it. All right, so 3 points, 33-17. Jason Sanders gets to come back into the locker room after halftime. After the game, because if he had missed that, I would just tell him go shower in the cheerleaders locker room. You don't deserve to be in here with the players. All right, 33-17, 8:15 left to go. Friendly reminder to all the wonderful viewers, please hit the like, subscribe button. Helps the algorithm for Barry. I much appreciate. I appreciate you guys. And Seth Cope, again, if I offended you by pointing out your comment, I apologize. I want everyone to feel welcome and fun here, even if we poke the bear sometimes. I didn't mean to overtly embarrass you. It's just having fun. Guys out here talking, ladies out here talking. You didn't see the kick. Was it straight down the middle? Yeah, it was close. It kind of drifted off to the left upright, but it went through. We'll take it. Nobody ever got more excited after a field goal than Tony Soprano. Man, there's you're conjuring up some memories there. Wow. Jimmy Vera says you had one job, make the damn field go. Absolutely. William, we're all doing this, and I don't know how the other guys handle comments, if they take as many comments as I do. I wanted to really make sure it was a part of what I do, is to engage people and put up what they say and talk about it, because I envision us being in a bar, a big sports bar. We're Buffalo Wild Wings or wherever, and we're all talking shit and watching a game. And, I understand sometimes some people use their real name, and if Seth was using his real name, I don't want to call anybody out, and I want you guys back, so I don't want anyone to feel offended about things. All right, we got some Hannibal Rector news. Where is it? Where'd you go? Okay, Hannibal Rector, 78% completion, 285, and 3 TDs, and I bet you he will be playing more of this game. Sabrina says, "Woosa, come on, Dolphins." I mean, it's funny. Are they going to win the Super Bowl this year? I don't know. Are they going to be contenders? Sure. Are they going to be real contenders next year? You got an entire new team playing together. I mean, literally, he's still putting the pieces on the chessboard, and they're playing this well. I just couldn't even imagine, after a full year under their belt of knowing this guy's weird plays and his quirkiness, what they would be like next year. Unbelievable. Let me see something here. Where'd that comment go? He didn't offend me at all. Knowing the Dolphins are liable to get negative yards in the fourth. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Oh my God, I can't disagree. But they are definitely liable to get that. Okay, so it's 1st and 10 from the 25. This is all on Jacoby Brissett. So this is all Bradley Chubb and Jaylen Phillips. Here, guys, bring the pain. You're not getting any sort of pass rush on him. Oh, that time they did. They're there, and he throws it up. Ooh, that was almost a pick. Oh, that was almost a pick. But you're getting more pressure up the middle than they are outside. That was Christian Wilkins again, who had his arm around his leg, and X-Man, he won't miss that interception again. I mean, he was right there. I think he got the dinosaur arms, the T-Rex arms, because he was about to get blasted, but he was right there for interception. This is where you get gimme time, because you know that Jacoby Brissett has to throw. This is where you can, pick up a TO. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Come on, guys, get in there with the rush. Here, Bradley Chubb gets there. He's throwing deep. And did he catch that? No, he didn't catch it. Fantastic play by number 20. Who is that? Is that Justin Bethel? First time we've called that name. He got beat, but he got his arm up at the last second without getting a penalty, without doing any interference, to knock the ball away. He waited just until that ball he saw the receiver put his hands up, and boom, he knocked it away. Good play. Don't like the fact that you almost got beat, but good play on the recovery. All right, here we go now. It's 3rd and 10. Bring the heat. Bring the heat here. All right, we got 5 men rushing. He's got plenty of time, though. He throws it off to the side. Wrap up. That's going to be 4th down. Good play. Great play. Who's that? That's Justin Bethel again. 2 strong plays. So it's 4th and about 7, and Stefanski has no choice but to go for it. You're down by, basically 16 points in the 4th quarter. You got no shot. Great job by Bethel. Great job by bringing him down. All right, here we go. 3rd. Oh, is this 3rd or 4th? This might be 4th. This is 4th down and 7, and they're going for it. Let's see what they got. Jacoby Brissett is back there. Are we going to get any heat on him? Got heat. Got a sack. That should do it. Jaylen Phillips and Bradley Chubb had a meeting in the quarterback's backfield. Let's see what we got here. We're here, a bunch of friends and football fans. No one should be offended. We talk shit like a bunch of brothers and sisters watching the game. Absolutely, that's the environment I wanted to have. Love this, man. They just took, who was that? Oh, it was Ingram first. Ingram was first to him, and then Jaylen Phillips got in his face and took him down. So, what a perfect time for a sack. Now they're on the 20-yard line. Just run the ball and run it in. Just run the ball. Just run it down their throats. But Seth, you could be right. They could run it and end up going backwards. Who knows with this team? All right. He's under center. He's got, I think it's Mostert behind him. Oh, you guys got two people moving at the same time. All right, now you move. Yep, he runs it to most. Oh, this is Jeffrey. Jeffrey Wilson is going to take this to the house, baby. Oh, wow.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
This guy, Jeffrey Wilson, was worth every dime they paid him, whatever they had to do to get Chase Edmonds out of here. I don't mean anything bad about Chase Edmonds, but this dude is a stud. This dude, Jeffrey Wilson, is a wait a minute. He missed again. He's got to go. Imagine if this was a close game. There's something wrong. He reminds me of Steve Sachs from the Dodgers, who couldn't throw from second base to first base. Oh my God, we got to get another kicker. I mean, this is completely inexcusable. Completely unbelievable. No, it looked like it was a good hold. It looked like it was a good hold. I don't know what the hell happened there. Mike McDaniel was just staring at him on the sideline like, what the hell, dude? Yeah, we need a complete team. A second-rate kicker is not in the cards. But at this point, the only kicker we'd end up getting is someone that was, tossed away from somebody else. So I don't know. A 5th-round pick for Jeffrey Wilson. Think about that. A 5th-round pick for Jeffrey Wilson. Wow. 5th-round pick? Are you serious? That's all it cost? Man. Take that. Take that. Wow, good stat here. 5 different players have scored today. 5 different. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Once this happens to a kicker, they have to go. The only chance of fixing it is a change of scenery. Yeah, it's in his head at this point. And the worst part is the team. The team doesn't feel it anymore. That's really bad. All right, 1st and 10. This game ran over. Still 7 minutes left. Jacoby is going to have to do some stuff. They're just sitting back there now and letting him throw it underneath. They're not going to get beat. Not going to get beat deep. So 6:54, 6:53, 2nd and 4. I'd love to see someone come up with a pick right here. I'm going to save this comment. Yeah, okay, Jacoby is back to pass again. He throws it out to the halfback, who's Zach Sealer, and the guys just eat up. Chris Greer did earn his check. You absolutely. I don't know, Grandizer. Maybe it's 2 weeks instead of for him to get his act together. Maybe it's 2 weeks to find somebody else. I mean, I don't know. The offensive line has definitely played well today for Tua. Absolutely. 3rd and 6. Clock is running. He's looking deep. And nope, not going to get it. They're going to have to punt. Wow. Yes. All right, so Miami is coming off. It's too little for me to read. Miami is coming off a bye, dominant win. How about this offensive line today? Kudos to them. Let's start resting guys, getting them ready for the 4th quarter of the season. Yep, I would say that 6:07. There's no reason. This 4th and 6th. They're probably they're gonna go for it deep in their own end. They're here at the 28-yard line. They have no choice. He's gonna have to throw it. Nick Chubbs has been basically not visible. Here we go. Brad Chubb. They're all coming in on him. He's gonna run for the first down. Though the middle was wide open. Yeah, that was a Justin Fields play right there. They had pressure. I'll give you the run up the middle. I'll give you 15 yards. You're not going to throw it. You're not going to win that way. It's 1st and 10. All right, wait a second. People are yelling at me again. I'm putting it back up. There you go. All right, here we go. He's running again for his life. He's got all placed. He could. At this point, with 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, if Jacoby Brissett wants to run around and gain yards running, it means nothing. It means less than nothing. I got to believe you're right. I got to believe that we're going to see Skylar come in if they get the ball back again, but for sure. The tackling on this team has been horrible for some time. Okay, here we go. Underneath throw to a guy. He gets a first down. First in, I think he got about 11-yard gain. It's just garbage time now. Let's see what they're going to do. Amari Cooper caught a pass. Yeah, I think Justin Bethel is definitely finding his stride like he did with Arizona Cards a few years back. Thank God he was really good with them. It takes these guys a little bit to learn some stuff, obviously. Somebody call timeout. Why are they all walking around? I don't see a timeout signal, so I'm not really sure what's going on. We got a hurt man on the field, and that's Justin Bethel. And so hopefully he'll be okay. Maybe just a cramp or something. Is Bridgewater gone? No, Teddy Bridgewater is actually on the sidelines. I just saw him talking to Tua. He's just inactive, and so whatever Mike McDaniel was looking at for roster moves, he made Teddy Bridgewater inactive for this game, and he inactivated what's his name, Skylar. So he just was inactive. All right, 1st and 10. Justin Bethel just went out with an injury. Doesn't look like it's anything major. Let's see here. All right, 1st and 10 from the 37. Brissett's in a shotgun. We're only rushing 4. Getting pressure on him. He throws it complete to Amari Cooper for 10 or 12 yards. I love Tyreek, but man, the media was discounting Tua big time all week. Tua is that man. Yeah, he is. In fact, if you were here for my pre-roll when I started the live show, I played that video where Tyreek said, y'all got some apologizing to do, some serious apologizing to do. Michelle, you make me smile with that kind of comment. Thank you for tuning in. I'm starting to see these regulars in here. It's awesome. Wow, almost 500 yards of offense thus far. Impressive. Jacoby's running for his life. I just saw a flag get thrown, so he can keep running. Doesn't really matter. This is going to be holding on Cleveland. Just go ahead and bring it back. Yeah, they're just at this point trying anything they can. 7-3 at the bye week. I am happy with that. Oh no, Josh Allen got hurt. Left elbow. I don't know how serious it might be bad. Is that the same elbow? No, his right elbow, his throwing arm was the one that wasn't doing well. So hopefully he's okay. Dolphins today have 184 total yards rushing. I love that you guys post stats because I can't click too many buttons while we're doing this. That's incredible. 184 total rushing yards. When's the last time they had that many yards rushing in a game? Jacoby Brissett back to pass and almost an interception, broken up by 28. Is that Kohu? 28 is indeed Kohu who broke up that pass. So it's 2nd and 20 after the holding penalty with 4:18 left. And let's send the boys some casseroles. Yes, they earned it today. kickers go through slumps too. We have forgotten all the winning field goals Sanders made. Yeah, but you're only as good as your last kick, man. He blew 3 different kicks today. So I understand what you're saying, but pisses me off. Pisses me off. 2nd and 20. Jacoby's back to pass. Almost picked off by, who is that one? That's by, seeing some names I haven't seen. That was Elijah Campbell. Elijah Campbell with almost a pick there. Love your show. Been watching all your videos. Biggest Dolphins fan. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Whoa, 996 watching right now? Wow, I can't even see that. I appreciate every single one of you. Every single one. All right, 3rd and 20. Some Brown fans in the audience just looking quite dejected, as you would expect. 3rd and 20 from the 37-yard line. Brissett's in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Bradley Chubb just about swallowed him up. That was ugly. He had to get rid of it to save his life, and Bradley Chubb just about destroyed him. So it's 4th and 20. I mean, Bradley Chubb just made their offensive tackle his you-know-what. And he got hit really pretty hard. Let's see. Skyler should definitely be second QB in line, and the fact he has great potential doesn't take anything away from Tua. Yep, exactly. I believe that. He's QB too. Got to have a strong QB in there, getting ready to come in. All right, here we go. 4th and 20 from the 37-yard line. Dolphins are still rushing 4. Oh, Ingram just about got in there on him. They're going to call a flag on Kohu again. That wasn't interference. They just don't want the Dolphins to celebrate. I mean, that wasn't interference. That. Come on, pick up the flag, wave that off. Be men. Oh boy. Come on, look at it. No foul. That's exactly what I just said. They picked up the flag. He talked to the woman referee and said, "No, man, that's not a penalty. No, that's not a penalty. Dolphins ball." Chubb is that dude as well, and he will only get better. Only get better. So I doubt we're going to see Tua come back on the field. Please tell me he's not back out there. Hopefully it's Skyler. Let's see. It's 1st and 10, Dolphins. Let's see who's out there. Please not be number 1. Wow, Dustin, thank you very, very much. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Looks like Skyler. Who is that? It can only be Tua or Skyler. It's Skyler. Skyler is in. Number 19 is going to get the last 4 minutes of mop-up play here. He hands off to Jeffrey Wilson for another. No, wait a minute. Who the hell is that? Dude, they got some backups in here. This was Salvin Ahmed. You know, without Myles Gaskin being activated, Salvin Ahmed is the 3rd back behind Mostert and Jeffrey Wilson. So they're pulling the starters. I'm thinking that we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the way. I doubt that Tua, 25 for 32, 285 yards and 3 touchdowns. Unbelievable. Hand it off again. We got a 1st down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Now we're at that point where we're just going to rub it in. Let the clock run. Yeah, Grandizer, we have an Ahmed sighting for sure. And he did well on those 2 runs. So now the Dolphins are letting the clock run. 3rd and 1. Offensive line, make a big stop here. I mean, I'm getting tired and hungry. Make a big block here. Let's see who gets the ball. Skyler's under center. There's snap. Hand the ball off. Boom. That's going to be a 1st down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
This is that part of the game that I told you I love, because this is when you realize you've just imposed your will on the defense. They've got nothing left. Nothing at all left. So they're showing a picture of Mostert on the sideline. Are they going to start letting a punter kick? I'm not sure, but they keep showing him over there. Is he going to be the place kicker? Interesting. Really interesting. 1st and 10. They come out with 4 seconds on the clock. Snap it. There we go. Hand off. Oh, he's going to throw it. He throws the ball to Alec Ingold for about 20. He's still rumbling down the field.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
There are some seriously upset and dejected looking Browns fans in this stadium. I don't know what they thought. Wow. Okay, Tom, now you're going to make me just laugh. Good thing I swallowed my iced tea there. Skyler's 1 for 1 and has a higher completion percentage than Tua. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Oh, the spammers are back. This is great for Skyler. He can practice in his last 2-3 minutes, come in handy if we need him, get some game time, real-time exposure, and being ahead, which is another attribute he needs to learn. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Tua had basically almost a perfect game. So he's gone 4 wins in a row. I'm going to cover this in post-game show in about 15 minutes. But he's gone 4 games, no interceptions. No interceptions. Tua is that dude. Absolutely. Yeah. I hope if you guys didn't have money on the game, but yeah, he did. Sanders did cost us 40. Absolutely. Struck dogs bark exceptionally loud. That's funny. Yeah, I was. They keep showing the punter, and I was wondering, is he going to kick or something? Is it a big stat that he hasn't had to punt all game? So the offense has been working so well that he hasn't had to punt, and that's a storyline. Jeez, crazy. I forgot that Tua had so many almost interceptions. He had, I don't know, the most almost interceptions in the league. I didn't know that was a stat. Who's counting? Man, these people are nuts. Okay, Steven Trotter with some information here. It looks small. Figured out why Jeff Wilson may have only cost the Finns a 5th-round pick. He signed a 1-year, $1 million deal, basic basement discount money, with the 49ers. So hopefully the Finns extend him, seeing how well he's playing. They better extend him. I mean, wow. Alex Garcia, thank you for tuning in. If you got to go, thanks you for being here. Let's see here. Tua is the GOAT. He is definitely in that MVP category. I feel bad for Tyreek, though, this week. Tyreek didn't get his big yards, but they didn't have to. They shifted to the run game. And all you guys and ladies right now should realize that's a good sign. If the Dolphins are capable of going for 200 yards on the ground, and teams have to watch out for that, because now I'm telling you, every defensive coordinator in the league has to go, oh, shit. Now we got to watch out for Mostert and Jeff Wilson and Tua and Tyreek and Waddle and Gesicki. That's a game plan nightmare, an absolute game plan nightmare. So they're in the victory formation, just running out the clock at this point. I can't wait to see the post-game interview with Mike McDaniel. But yeah, Browns are taking their licking, and they're just going to let the clock run out, as they should. Thank you very much, Mark, for tuning in. Thanks for everything. Much appreciated. Yeah, it looks like 4:15. I'm probably going to make it for the post game. I got to make it. I don't have a choice. I already put it out there. Won't be long, about 10, 15 minutes. So, hey, Jonathan, thank you very, very much for tuning in. Gary Gordon, just imagine that stat right now. This year, the Dolphins are 7-0 when Tua Tagovailoa begins and finishes a game. 7-0. 3 games he was hurt. Those were the only 3 games the Dolphins lost. He's 7-0. I don't care what the pundits say. He's 7-0. Yeah, they beat the Browns. The Browns were 3-5. They're still an NFL caliber team. I don't care what you say. So, everybody, the game is over. Final 39-17. Dolphins move to 7-3. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. I'm going to grab some water, run to the bathroom, click back on at 4:15. At 4:15, we're going to go over stats and go, see what people are saying across the NFL. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. See you throughout the week, but see you in 15 minutes if you want to go over some stuff.